all-round ban pick. Simply speaking, in the same series of matches, whether best out of 3 or best out of 5, all hero picked by the same team can only be played once by that team. For example, in a scenario of best out of 3 series with Team A and Team B. In Game 1, Team A selected Granger, 1-1, Clint, Mia, and Claude. In Game 2, all heroes that Team A used in Game 1, including Granger, 1-1, Clint, Mia, and Claude, will be automatically banned, meaning they cannot be picked anymore, and Team B doesn't have to ban them again. Team A proceeds to pick Nana, Valier, Lolita, Carmela, Rafaela for Game 2. When we come to Game 3, all heroes team used in previous matches, including Granger, 1-1, Clint, Mia, Claude, Nana, Valier, Lolita, Carmela, Rafaela, will then be automatically banned, and Team B doesn't have to ban them again. Same ban pick rules applies to Team B as well. Why all-round ban pick? In MOBA, where we see a limited depth of laning phase, hero microcontrol, it is very important to design a tournament putting consideration of diversity first. More heroes, meta or non-meta, should have the chance to stage themselves in order to create a more intense and competitive gaming environment. All-around ban pick encourage players to diversify their hero pool, teams to diversify their strategy, and come up with more combos. All-round ban pick also provides viewers the brand new exciting tournament viewing experience. Every game is fresh and every game is a surprise. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the North America Invitation Showmatch, brought to you by Trovo. Once again, how have your day been so far, right? Are you having a fantastic weekend? Are you ready for tonight's grand finals? Brought to you by Trovo.live. We sure are. Today, once again, I'm joined by multiple guests. Our first guest tonight is going to be Chicken Nuggets. He's currently playing for Ghost over the grand finals. Obviously, grand finals is not up yet. We're still in the loser bracket. The first game ban pick is already underway, but most importantly, first of all, how you doing, Chicken?
I'm doing quite nice. I slept for like a good 11 hours yesterday. It was kind of weird. Woke up really exhausted.
11 hours. Damn.
Yeah, it was weird.
That's a long sleep. Hope you slept well. Hope you're ready for today's grand finals.
Yeah, should be.
With that, let's quickly jump into the Game 1 ban pick. While we're doing that, if you're watching the stream here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, remember the grand final match of the night, which is gonna happen right after the quarterfinal and semifinal of the loser bracket, is gonna happen exclusively on Trovo.live. And your favorite team Ghost will be playing over there, so make sure you go to Trovo.live now with a link in the chat to support the platform to watch the grand final. So with that, the first ban pick is already underway. So what do you think about the ban pick so far, Chicken?
Let me see, who's first pick? All right, so again, okay, well, they banned Dragon when they had first pick. Kind of strange as a start ban right off the bat. No more people try to first pick Dragon. I can see the other team makes sense. Uranus, Brody, good bans, but that's all it's about so far.
Yeah, I mean, also you have Dinosaur. What do you think about Dinosaur first pick? The Barats. I
don't think he's a good first pick. I think he's a good pick as a hero. But yeah. I feel that he's also very like situational, because if you pick like kind of ranged heroes that can kind of kite him out once they see his first pick, he can kind of be like useless later in the game.
Yeah, I mean, right now I figured out that teams have now known finally to kite this hero around, like, because he's really clumsy. Like, he's really tanky, but he's very, very clumsy. You can easily get heroes like Valier, or a lot of slow heroes that can just, you know, put him down, pin him down in place, and just kite him around and kill him. So you can see right now, Team Simps is showing Khalid, a really, really strong sidelaner, where Black Bull, Farsa, Esmeralda first 2 picks, pretty traditional. I mean, pretty good picks so far.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, actually the current standing of the matches. Yesterday you said you really like the all-round ban pick format, right? I mean, are we gonna see some surprising picks from Gosu today?
We'll see. Can't really call out anything too early. Don't know how long it can go.
True. right? We can't reveal anything yet. We don't even know who's a grand finalist besides Gosu.
Yeah,
right?
that too.
Yeah, they don't even know their opponent yet. Okay, so we have Thamus and Kali being locked down by Team Simpsons. By the way, Simp is full name for the team is called Simpsons. Interesting. The son of Simps, I guess. Or, and it's not Simp's sons, it's Simp, yeah, sure. Okay, anyways, come back to Black Bull. Speculation for their third pick.
There's so much in the air, Dave. And I can't really call out anything right now. They could pick tank, they could pick their hyper. It really depends on how they draft. Basha's a pretty good pick into that.
Why do you think that Atlas all of a sudden is just falling out of meta? Like nobody picked this hero or banned this hero anymore. Atlas.
I feel like he's kind of underrated. I feel like he could be used, but the tanks of like Khalid, Basha, Kufra just outshine him so much more.
Khalid. Like, what do you think about Khalid tank? Why is Khalid played as a tank? He doesn't have a steady crowd control. Yes, his early game damage is fine, but late game team fights, if you guys fall behind, if the enemy team pick a Lilia, and then all Lilia does is just like make sure you don't invade, then all of a sudden you lose all the advantage. I mean, the reason why you would pick Khalid as a tank, in my opinion.
Well, you don't always need to invade with Khalid tank. He's also really good for just pressure in general. Like, Lilia can't always match a Khalid because, you know, she's a support and he's a tank.
Yeah.
And she needs to stay with someone else so she doesn't always die.
True.
But a tank is different.
And also, I think one of the reasons why Kali is using as a roam role is this hero can go to the side lane, gank, do a lot of damage, and then run back really fast. And on top of it, after level 2, he never need to go back. He just stay in the bush and regen, right? And then roam.
And he also gets bonus move speed from his passive, which is really nuts. Helps the rotations.
So now, it's Simpsons' second ban. We see Ling being banned from Black Bull, and then they're gonna now go to their next picks. They still have their hyper carry that they have to think of. They still have to pick another side laner. So knowing that Team Simpsons already picked 2 side laners, I mean, I don't think they need to worry about picking a side lane right away. Or they can go ahead and take it and leave the hyper carry as a mystery, maybe.
Yeah, both sides banned a hyper as their final ban. Ooh, is that a Benedetta pick? That's interesting.
I mean, it's possible.
Benedetta's kind of like a coin flip hero, in my opinion. She can be either really good or really bad, and it really depends on how the game goes.
What do you think about Hoon's Benedetta?
Hoon's Benedetta? Really good. Carlos and Hoon have been playing Benedetta a lot. I think it's really good, but even they know themselves when it's good and when not to pick it. They're not like overconfident and try to pick it into every comp.
Okay, so like, can you reveal to the audience when is a good situation for people to pick Benedetta, like in general?
It's not an early pick. It's more like overall, if your draft you have good late game, where you don't need to worry about her falling off late game.
Yeah.
Or you have an early dominant comp where you're 100% confident that you can end the game as fast as you can. Are really like the 2 main scenarios that I think she's good in. Because she definitely can get outscaled by hypers like Ling or Harith. But what makes her so strong is that she can invade against those hypers as well. Really well.
Her early game is super strong. With all the dashes. She already had infinite dashes starting at level 1.
Yeah, she gets the lane so quick.
Exactly, with a skill 1. And a skill 1 damage is also insane. Right now, the standard combo after this person reaches level 2 is you automatically have 4 dashes when you engage, right? Your passive dash, go in, skill 1, that's another dash, do your skills, and then use your another dash and use skill 2 to parry or get away. Like, you have a lot of choices to go in and with not take any damage and leave. Meanwhile, Simpson are gonna finish their draft in this game with Lancelot and Lunox. What do you think of that?
It's okay. I'm not gonna. It's kind of their comp is kind of weird to me. Simpsons. They don't really have any ranged heroes. I mean, I wouldn't. Lunox is a support, and yes, she has ranged damage, but I mean like something that can harass from a distance. When you got something like Farsa who can just perma poke them, really Farsa's only threat to Farsa is Lance. Like nobody else can really get on Farsa with that comp. So I feel like if they lose early game, it might be doomed.
Ooh, is that a mistaken pick, or is that something that they're
check it out?
Yeah, going serious with. It seems like we have a pretty interesting 1-1 last pick here. So far, I haven't heard anything from either side. So it seems like this might be something they want to go with. I mean,
interesting.
Yeah. It does make sense against someone who's really clumsy like Baratz. It can't even make sense against Samus because Samus is also pretty linear. Like, you know, Samus is not gonna surprise you with a lot of dashes. He has one jump. And it's also really good against Khalid. But Lancelot and Lunox, I mean, I feel like if Lunox ulted, he would just melt 1-1 if 1-1 didn't get all off in time.
Yeah, 1-1 counters the 3 frontlining heroes, but what is really going to define how useful she is whether, like, how much of a threat Lance is to her or not, or how much their team can peel for her from Lance. Lunox, she'll probably always be able to get peeled. Unless she's out on her own, I can't see Lunox being able to kill her because she's single target and she can be zoned off pretty well with that kind of comp.
Yeah. So overall, which side of the composition do you like better? Which draft do you like? Do you prefer?
Simpsons, I would say, is an early game comp who definitely fall off really hard late game, and I'd say Black Bull have a good mid to late game comp. If the Simpsons can dominate early game, I could see them winning. Yeah. If Black Bull can maintain the early game and not lose it, they're probably gonna win.
True. I mean, Simpsons is very snowball heavy. If they do find a snowball, Lancelot get that one-shot potential. Lunas start suppressing the Esmeralda farm, start one-shotting that 1-1. The game might be over. And on top of it, Luna is also really good against Chloe, not Chloe necessarily, the Benedetta, right? Because Benedetta has parry. You can only parry for a short second of damage and quad control. Lunox is more consistent after she ults. So if you do that properly, if you just wait for that skill to run off and jump away, I think she out-damaged Benedetta in a lot of ways. If you dodged ult.
Yeah, we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah. But on the other side, like I said, the 1-1 is a pocket pick. It's a hidden pick that we haven't seen from Black Bull before. I mean, this is actually the first time we've seen 1-1 in the North America Invitation show match. So we're very excited for this. Now, once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching the tournament on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, and you're wondering what's going on, this tournament is brought to you by Trovo.live. A lot of your favorite streamers from North America are streaming on Trovo. A lot of favorite streamers from SEA are streaming on Trovo. If you're watching the stream, they're sponsoring today's tournament, and the grand final of today's matches will be streamed on Trovo exclusively. So if you're wondering, if you want to go watch the grand final with your favorite teams, including Gosu, make sure to head to Trovo now with the link in the chat. So with that, let's go ahead and show you guys once again the draft from both sides. Absolutely, at this point, we don't know what's going on. We don't know who has the better comp. And then, but we'll have to find out when we get to the game here. Yeah, anything you want to say to your fans? To the Gosu fans?
Any what?
Chicken? For today's
I don't have
matches?
anything to say in particular. No.
Okay.
We'll go on with the game.
All right, with that, let's quickly jump into the game then. So, Ban Draft has now underway in the tournament server. Once again, on the blue side, we have Team Simpsons. On the red side, we have Team Black Bull. Simpson first pick, first ban. With that being said, Turtle will be spawning on the bottom side, and Black Bull second pick, second ban. Well, we on the red side, you do have the bottom lane as your goal lane. So I feel like it is a good game for you to go marksman. What do you think of that?
Well, the marksman's probably going to be. Is the marksman not jungle? I assume the marksman was jungle. I mean, if they put in marksman gold lane, that could also be interesting. I didn't consider that. Or they could put one on side. I was thinking Benedetta might be side, but it could go either way, honestly. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. I mean, if you go the red side, the gold lane is always bot. So for marksman, he is closer to the jungle. So he has more protection in a lot of ways. You know, our team is also easier to rotate to the bottom lane.
That completely crossed my mind. I did not think about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a geographic advantage because right now the lane is fixed for the red team. If you're on the red team, the actual red team, if you're playing ranked, if you're a second pick, second ban, that means you're on a red team. But a lot of time that's random. However, in the tournament server, if you're on a red team, the goal lane's mostly always bottom. I mean, at least so far we have seen the pattern that I find. But this is not something that that is fixed in ranked. In ranked, it's completely random. What you need to do is click on the map that shows up in your ban pick. On the right bottom corner, you will find out where the goal lane is, and you can decide whether you want to pick marksman or not. I only go marksman when the goal lane's bottom.
I see. That's good.
So at least I have a small camp to farm. You know, if they try to pressure bot, or I can run away faster. Top lane just very unprotected in the current map right now.
gets sieged a lot. Snowball, dive, kind of risky.
Yeah. Look at the spells on both sides. We got Aegis on 1-1 here. Pretty, like, controversial. Not controversial, untraditional, contraditional. What's the right word?
Uncommon?
Uncommon. English is really difficult. Uncommon pick. I mean, I haven't seen this skill very much, but once again, guys, welcome to the first game of the losers bracket between Team Simpsons and Team BB. The blue side Simpsons, red side Team BB. I'm your caster, AssassinDave. With me, the one and only sexy yet a little bit slutty chicken nuggets.
All right. Well, first off, starting the game here.
Already really aggressive. Okay. Let me go ahead and see it mid lane. Oh, bottom lane, lot of aggression coming out from this too. Nice rotation. Farsa, I rotated all the way over here. Lancelot might find himself in a little bit of trouble here. Dash away just in time. But this might take away their ability to invade. Actually, I take that back. They're able to get our Vel really low. Meanwhile, in the front line, Yukio looking for a little bit of damage onto that lance. Not gonna find it. Meanwhile, on the top side, look at Thamus with the invade. He's getting himself really low. He's able to pull the red buff just in time. Wow. Really aggressive early game from both sides. Oi! Beautiful maneuver with a cow. The Aegis proven to be effective in this game.
I mean, I don't think he needed to use the Aegis there. I'm pretty sure he was fine without it.
Yeah.
I think he just panicked a little and used it.
Kind of scared. I mean, it served its purpose to scare the opponent. Maybe like Thamus wanted to fight, but then Bowen popped Aegis and he just gave up all hope. Mental hope.
Kind of a mess so far.
Yeah. The invade,
really
I mean, Team Simpsons were playing really aggressive early on, but it didn't pay off for them. You can see that Team BB is able to just stabilize their jungle, make sure they do not get invaded, and actually got a kill to start off. Oh, Lunox does not have level 4 right here, and the damage, the crowd, not the crowd control necessarily, the damage and the mobility. Lancelot at the same time, he's gonna get a blue buff, but get himself really low. Khalid will have to find the Farsa really low though, but we'll have to get away. Whoa, Lancelot jumping in! The skill tree will go wide, and the GS with the Miller will go away. I mean, survive with a little bit of HP. Meanwhile, Lancelot will find himself dead on the ground. A nice finish from Team BB right here. Top side once again, a little bit of dive here. Woman does have the ultimate, and he will seal the deal. Yukio able to dash away walk away just in time. 0-4 start to Team BB's favor, already sitting at a 1,000 gold advantage. Meanwhile, bottom lane, more team fight break-in, more skirmishes break-in. They try to pressure Kalo's lane on the bottom side.
I can see BB winning this game right now already. Like the fact that they are dominating this early game pretty well for their kind of comp with like scaling Farsa, Esme, Wanwan. It's really good for them. Meanwhile, on the other team, there's only really Lunox is the only hero that scales. Baratz does scale kind of, but since he's like a big tanky hero, I wouldn't like consider as a big factor considering that like the enemy team has a marksman. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter in the end.
Top lane, 1-1 still only missing 1 point. That's a shame. If you got that point, it can be a lot of trouble for Thamus. 1-1 similar to Hayabusa. Speaking of that, now toward the turtle, Yukio get himself really low. One more dash, not able to get out of the turtle pit. He's gonna get taken down, and Turtle, who actually got a turtle, it turned out to be Simpson from the Lancelot over there, and it got a kill. They also got an objective. Really good counter play. 2-0 trade to their favor, and they got a turtle at the same time. Totally evened up the gold deficit in one play.
Yeah, really good. That's what they needed to try to come back from that. Now it's kind of more even now.
I mean, why do you think that Team Simpsons able to execute that, or at least win that team fight?
They got really good engaged by Khalid. He got like a 2-man ult on the Esme and I think was it the Benedetta?
Yeah.
And kind of like screwed them over as a team because Brother Blood, that's what it's called. Black Bulls. I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm saying right now. They don't have like as good of a team fight right now because they require to scale.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Asmarda on the bottom side, still looking to put a little bit of pressure onto this Khalid. Not too much is happening right now. Let's take a look at total gold. You can see it's a roller coaster to start off. Oh, speaking of the team fights, Roller coasters, mid lane, a little bit more skirmishes. Farsa looking to find a little bit of damage onto Simpson's HP line, HP bar. Can't quite find anything yet. We might see a little bit of pressure on the top lane from BB. 3-man rotating on the top side. Bottom lane, Esmeralda might be too deep to the enemy line. This is a 1 versus 4. Luna's jumping in, start activating the ultimate. The damage is through. One kill to Team Simpsons with no casualties. Oh, Boxer coming into the bottom side. Not gonna find any damage here. Farsa looking to clear the wave, but look at Lancelot jumping in. Melo's able to jump, fly away with the passive. Yukio jumped in with the ultimate, doing quite a bit of damage to the dinosaur. Not gonna be enough though. That's what happens. Jump on Yukio jumping back in, finding more damage to Damien. Not quite enough. And Damien's able to dash away, not dash away, walk away on the magic carpet. Wow, definitely had too much salty food for lunch today. Can't speak English properly. So,
Dave, you're muted, by the way.
What do you think about the game so far at this point? Chicken.
It can still go both ways. It's good that brother. Fuck, why do I keep saying brother? Black Bulls has a gold lead right now. Really good for them, considering their comp skills work pretty well. It could go both ways. Nothing really definitive so far. So I can't really say much.
Yeah, right now it's completely even. You can see the gold. It's 15.4 to 16.4. It's 1,000 gold difference. It's 60 minutes in. Oh, the counterplay comes in. BB Arbel jumping in with a stun. 3-2, but they can't quite find anything. Lancelot still looking for more damage onto BB's tank's health bar. And now, see, right now, Kaloi, with the first little gank or rotation to the bottom side, he's playing a lot more passive. He has a Purify ready. He's making sure that he's positioned a little bit more passive to make sure that 4-man gank's not going to happen on the bottom lane again. So far, not a single tower has fallen on either side. The top side, I can guarantee that with a little bit of HP on that tower. Yep, first tower do go to the favor of Team BB, but bottom side, the same thing. A little bit of mirror action from both sides. Trading on turrets. Guapo is not having the best time against the 1-1 top. Like we predicted, 1-1's really good against fighters who are pretty linear. That's exactly what's happening. Mid-tier 1 tower does go to the favor of BB as well, all at the same time. Putting himself at a close to 2,000 gold advantage. Lunas will pop the ultimate, get himself to safety. Rotation to bottom side. Dinosaur, complete unaware of the situation. She's still just a baby dinosaur so far. Does have the flicker to keep himself alive.
Enemy missing.
Man, that was just really useless. Sorry.
Wait, what did you say?
That was just really useless here. Like it was really bad to early pick that. And
whoa.
I think
1-1, missing a little bit. Ultimate! Kill procced in time! Finding kill into the Lancelot, quite unfortunate. Daniel gonna go ahead and regenerate his HP right under the tower. Meanwhile, BB with that win on the top side, the successful defense, they're gonna go ahead and find another turtle to their favor. Putting themselves, continue to extend that gold lead. Now sitting at over 2,000 gold advantage. A comfortable lead, but again, everything can change in 1-2 fight.
Really greedy by that Lancer to try and go in by himself for that 1-1. I mean, she even used Aegis too.
Yeah.
Like, it was really bad for them. I mean, but they need to make plays if they want to win this game. But it's just unfortunate that it wasn't like the right move.
Yeah, definitely that was really a really aggressive play. I think Lancelot was just, he was kind of desperate to kill that 1-1. Meanwhile, at the same time, Farsa gonna fly away. This is why Farsa is a top tier hero in top lane. One more alt attack. He will get the passive, looking for more damage before he popped the ult. And sure enough, Guapo, without any defensive spells, will get killed right here. 0-2-3, sitting on the scoreboard. Can't lead. One more skill one. Can't quite find it. Lunox will finally shut down this person. Farsa can't find enough damage on the death. A double kill onto Team TRS. Actually, this is not TRS. Team Simpsons mid laner. We'll see a lot of random members from everywhere. Simpsons got a lot of what do you call it? External helps, right? From different teams right here. For example, their mid laner. That's actually Akatsuki members. Their Silenter, Uzi is actually Akatsuki members. So pretty interesting combination of players. Ooh, nice. Yukio still, he's gonna dash with the ultimate, and he will find that escape. Despite Damien's, go ahead.
Uzi's part of Rockstar's TRS.
Yeah, the TRS. Yeah.
You
that's
said
what
it's
I
not speed.
Oh, my apologies. My corrections. Kaloi looking to get himself away. Is it gonna be enough? Not gonna happen. Dinosaur coming in. Definitely scared this guy off. He's like feeling pretty desperate. He thought he could get away with that. Ooh, Dinosaur getting stunned up, beaten up. Pop that flicker. Looks to get himself away. Yukio will have to dash away. Now Dinosaur's not gonna use the ult. At least gonna be kind of careful with it, knowing that Yukio does have the parry skills ready. So using the ult might be counterproductive, since Yukio can just parry that and stun you instead. Wow. Right now, still 1,000 gold differences between both sides. I mean, this is probably the most peaceful game we have seen the entire tournament.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to really talk here because there's not much to talk about. It's sort of just going back and forth, but like it's not really outplays that are going back and forth. It's more like the team just screwing up.
Yeah, with the engages.
Their engages or just...
Oh, the double stun! Lunox found himself, actually Farsight found himself really low. Lunox jumping in with the ultimate, finding quite a bit of damage, but Farsight able to get himself away with Slipper of Health. A fast engages, but just not fast enough. Once again, jumping in from Yukio with a passive and skill 1. Finding quite a bit of damage on Damien, but this guy is quite tanky. If you look at his item right here, he does have the... Oh, he has Oracle. The first item is actually the Oracle. What do you think about the Oracle first item on this hero?
It's actually not that abnormal because people usually go like Oracle Wings for the healing when he gets low, so they can try to come back through a fight. That's bleed.
Look at that. Look at that regeneration though. The stun comes in. Diamond looking to get himself away. The ultimate will connect. It might not be enough for him to get away. The damage is through. 1-0 to Team BB at this point.
Initiate retreat.
Wow, this time much better execution, but you can see the regeneration from that Oracle was really effective. Bottom lane, Guapo looking to get himself away. Kalo is on pursuit. 1-1 coming in, just adding salt to the injury. One more auto attack, he won't get the passive. There's nowhere for this Guapo to go. Another shutdown from Black Bulls. Well, they're totally dominating this game right now.
There's really nothing a Famwooz can do, and that just goes back to my point where like I don't like Famwooz as a hero because he does not bode well against a lot of comps. He's very situational in my opinion, and they early picked it for really no reason, and then they just counterpicked for it, and now they're kind of facing the consequences. And that goes the same for the Barat's pick. It's just a hero that isn't very well versed against going against range. So they're really bad early picks in my opinion. Like they just screwed up draft.
I mean, Famwooz used to be the meta god. It used to be like the must pick or ban for a long time. But that's obviously before all the great fighters that came out to the meta. Right now, there's so many side laners you can pick. Like before Khalid, before Baraz, before people start using Esmeralda side lane and buying the Enchanted Talisman, before a lot of items really showed up. And now, with all those items available, it's really different on the scene right now.
Yeah, Famwooz also got nerfed really hard. That put him behind the other heroes.
True. I mean, when something show up that's really strong in the meta, that's what developer does, right? We're never to the ground, except for when a new skin comes out. Then it's different. Ooh, speaking bottom lane, little bit of skirmish coming in. Just trade up HPs, nothing serious yet, but Lord is already charging down to the high ground tower top. Like, remember, this is the first Lord, so the Lord does not have the supercharge abilities. He's not going to use that. And then you can see the second super minion wave that's charging in right now. Just something that we, there are a lot of minion waves. If they don't clear the Lord fast, they actually got the Lord top lane. Woozy trying to get the, not going to connect. One's ultimate though, doing minimum to no damage to Woozy on the dinosaur. A successful defense from Team Simpsons. They're going to go ahead and clear this wave. But again, nothing is going to happen here. Farsa looking for the damage. Look at how tanky Woozy is. Lunox looking for the damage here. Everybody's way too tanky. Vaxa staying in front. The man already way too low. He's regenerating though. Top lane, one for the kill onto the dinosaur. It's a 1-2-1 trade. Cal will trade us alive for this dinosaur right here. Damian gonna stay alive with a slipper of health. And he'll go back to the fountains, regenerate back to full HP. Mid high ground tower is left wide open. The bottom high ground tower is already going down. So a second lane of triumph and destruction for BB's favor. They're looking for more. Kaloya with the ultimate jumping in. Can't quite find any damage yet. Completely gone wide. Famwooz jumping in, looking for the kill. Activating the ultimate, staying alive against a lot of damage. This is why Tham can be tanky if you want to build him tank. Arvel looking for the engage once again. Top lane. Lancelot gonna clear the way, but the ultimate might gone too wide over here. Actually missed everything. Chloe staying in the front. This guy's 1 versus 5 army. He's not afraid of anything right now. Top high ground tower. Once again, get completely zoned out by Chloe. It's gonna go down in a short period. Ultimate comes in from Uzi here, putting this Astronomia onto the wall. Luna's jumping in. The damage should be enough. Finally, she will be punished for all the aggression that she has posed to the team Simpsons.
Yeah, honestly, I can't see TRS winning this game not TRS, Simpsons, sorry. Winning this game right now. It's just, their comp is just slowly falling off now. Obviously, you can tell. They're getting kited. Really, only Lance can make plays at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Lancelot have to find a 1-1 in one shot. I mean, this is the only way right at this point. Lunox is not doing enough damage because if you look at Lunox item, talking about damage you kill, coming in, taking a lot of damage. Able to dash away just in time, but Tham was jumping in, finding his way into the back line. The ultimate connects into Farsa. This might have been a turnaround they needed. A 1-2-0 trade to Team Simpsons with no casualties. They're gonna back away. Damian though, he still have the 1-1 mark. They know exactly where he is. He's gonna go ahead and run away. Look at that regeneration from the Oracle. Wow. I mean, that's the team fight they needed. They need this kind of picks or to give them a little bit of room to breathe. And then with Farsa still on timer for 18 seconds, this might be the opportunity for them to contest this Lord coming in. Boxia, 1-1 does have the ultimate. Lancelot already find the position right here. Tham was already popping the Queen's Wings. That's not so good.
Not good at all for the next fight if they're going to try to combat this Lord, which honestly, they kind of have to. Unless they give it to him, probably going to lose. Yeah, no turrets up, so.
Look at all the items right here. 1-1's also fully stacked. He does have the Malefic Roar. Pretty interesting item on 1-1. Knowing how tanky that Team Simpsons is at this point. Everyone from Team BB is ready for this Lord. You can see they're starting it up right away. You can zoom out the camera to see this angle. Lunas will find a kill to the Farsa. Very important kill. Simpsons starting off the team fight with a really big advantage to kill, put himself really low, pop the ultimate, get himself away, popping the Queen's Wings. 1-1 in the side though, he does have the ultimate onto Damian. He's gonna activate it on any second right now. It turned out that Simpsons Lancelot might be the first target, simply being taken down by 1-1 right here. 1-1 trade so far. It's a chaotic fight. Damian looking to get himself away. Luna's finding kill number 2 on the Esmeralda. 1-1 despite popping the Aegis, not gonna stay alive. It's a 1-3 trade so far. They're gonna make it 1-4. Yukio though will turn the fight around. A 1-2, maybe 1-3, actually double kill to Team BB's jungler. A 3-3 trade in the end. But Team...
Honestly, a really nice fight. Yukio kind of carried. I feel like Yukio really carried that fight because they were losing at first. He managed to get a good re-engage with Esme kind of peeling for him and zoning everyone out, almost killing Lance, and then she was able to steal the Lord. Very barely because the Lance had to got zoned out by the Esme. Well, yeah. Ironically, he just died. But then he also killed the Damus and the Brats with a sliver of HP. Yeah. Really good. That was really good. Oh, Damian got taken down without a front line. Can they kill the Lord? Lord is still sitting at full HP. The minions are really strong. It is just Farsa. Oh, Lancelot will find a shot on it. The Farsa try to get himself away. The stun connects. He's able to dash away just in time. Thanks to the fact that he is Lancelot. He's very mobile.
Request backup.
Another really good defense. If you look at total gold right now, I mean, Team Simpsons, they're not that behind on gold. They're total even on farm, actually. They're just really behind on objectives.
Yeah, Lance needs to be the playmaker here. That was really good for him killing Farsa. If he can keep up doing that and killing the squishies, they have a chance to winning this game. But BB needs to play more as a team. They're playing too far from each other. They keep fighting when they're not all there. And that's the reason why they're able to come back right now.
I mean, what do you think Team BB need to do right now? Do you think they need to group freeze a lane? I mean, what?
They need to let the Esme get good vision, try to zone people out, and need to get picks. The Esme is kind of just invincible right now. Nobody can really kill her unless the Bratz eats her because she doesn't have Purify, she has Flicker. But even then, she's still really tanky. Or only the Lunox can really deal with her. So if she just be mindful of the Lunox, she can really do whatever she wants.
to be honest, even at this point, I don't think the Lunox can kill this Esmeralda. He's too tanky with those shield. I mean, Lunox
well,
probably...
she has Divine Glaive, so I'm pretty sure she can.
True. Yeah, you just have to be... This hero, just like you said, is actually invincible at this point. It's just absolute late game. Look at her items, fully stacked out. A completely stacked inventory here. Like, she's no longer a fight facilitator, a fight decider at this point. If you can't find a steady quad control on the Esmeralda, you're not gonna try to, you know, possibly take away that shield, except for Lunox. But obviously, Boxia, with Boxia staying in the front, it's kind of confusing Death's targeting system. That's, if you want to target Lunox, you have to be really deep. That's number one. Number two, he also have to use the hero lock pretty accurately. Both sides just looking. They're playing really careful. No one want to really engage. Arvel might be too deep right here. Gonna get pushed back. He's taken very low by this dinosaur.
The dinosaur
that
could
can
have
be really
ulted him
scary
there.
for a second.
The dinosaur could have ulted him there to get that kill.
It's a
I
free
guess
kill.
he just play really cautious. They need to be aggressive with their plays to try and come back from this though.
Yeah, to be honest, because right now, a member is a member. It doesn't matter as a front line, it doesn't matter as a carry, it doesn't matter as a tank, right? Like, if you're able to disrupt the carries early game, that'd be fantastic. But late game, if you're able to kill the enemy front line like the Boxia, because it's out of position, that is tremendous, you know, without a front line for the enemy team.
Yeah, that could have been huge.
Request backup.
Guapo might be too deep. We see a 4-man rotation, and look at how fast the rotation is in the bottom lane. He will get caught off. It's 1 to 4. It looks like he's just delaying as much time as he can before the imminent death. Guapo staying alive. The damage comes in. Farm fires his ultimate. He does not have the immortality. He's gonna jump away. Just stay a little bit longer. Stay alive for a little bit longer. But right now, I mean, I don't see Simpsons rotating for the tier 1 towers gonna help them that much. Tier 1 tower doesn't really do anything at this point. They're setting up for Lord. Remember, they already lost as Nam, who's a really powerful flanking fighter at this point. Boxia looking for the person here. He's gonna get Simpson on the Lancelot, who will try to dash away, but he's trying to dash away from 4 people right now. Is it gonna be successful? Indeed it will. The ultimate. This is the power of Lancelot mobility for you. Able to get away, but again, Lord is wide open, and still have 20 seconds on Thamu's timer to spawn.
Yeah, it's pretty free Lord for them right now. Unless Simpsons can make a miracle play, I can't see them winning this game at this point.
Yeah. Absolutely. You can see the Lord is sticking down at 60% HP. Sims, popping the too early. Look at that damage from the Boxia, zoning this assassin completely away. Lord is taking very low. Fires are jumping in, and it seems like Team BB will secure the Lord thanks to Benedetta with a retribution here in the front. Lancelot has been taken out already. Boxia actually Kali trying to stay alive before he falls to imminent death. He will be taken down. It's a 2-2 trade. And now Guapo find himself to the team by Uzi very low. The ultimate comes in. You find the kill number 1. Not gonna find the kill number 2 here. Guapo trying to get himself away. He does not have the dash just yet. However, the coercion size is way too powerful. Luna jumping in now! Luna jumping in. Woman does not have the ultimate. Luna find the kill number 1 under the Boxia, who does have the immortality, but the minion waves are coming in. 1-1 does not care about the kill any longer. He's going for the minion waves. He's going for the victory. They want to come back. They want to take a dub in the loser bracket game 1. And indeed, they will. They have the minion waves, ladies and gentlemen. Black Bull will take game 1.
Yeah, really nothing they could do at that point. After that, before that Lord fight, they just kind of struggled like a dying animal to try and see if they can do anything. But
True.
It just slowly but surely ended for them.
Look at total data on both sides. I mean, who do you think is a real MVP this game for Team BB here?
Team BB, it was like a real effort between Wanwan and Yukio, is what I think. Because Yukio really came back that first Lord fight, and Wanwan just really dominated her lane. I feel like Simpsons just really messed up on their rotations and their draft. Because they didn't try to siege a marksman lane. They basically ignored it for no reason. And Guapo got solo killed a lot against a marksman lane, which is really bad.
Yeah.
And their draft was just early picking all these fighters that could get countered by range, and BB responding by picking literally ranged and kiting. It was just a mess for them in the first place.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right on that. I think they're focused on Esmeralda lane way too much. But this might be a confusion because once you have the Esmeralda and you pick Lunox to counter, it might give the illusion that I have to go counter the Esmeralda, you know, where you can just focus on another person. Because Lunox killing 1-1 is like a piece of cake. You know, he goes there, he ult, 1-1's dead. It literally takes him like 3 to 4 ult. He doesn't even have to use the full ultimate damage to kill the 1-1. It is so easily done. And just like you said, they let Thamus die alone top lane.
Basically.
The entire game. So that can be the deciding factor. 1-1 just got free farm and eventually snowballed way too hard. You cannot give a late game hero that much farm. And that's exactly what happened. So with that, guys, it is Team BB leading the chart 1-0. You know, are we gonna go a full 3-game series, or are we gonna see BB completely eliminating Team Simpsons and proceeding forward to take on TRS, Team Rockstars, once again, the team that was giving Ghost to the run for their money yesterday. So with that, we're going to take a short 5-minute break. We'll see you guys in a little bit. What is all-round ban pick? Simply speaking, in the same series of matches, whether best out of 3 or best out of 5, all hero picked by the same team can only be played once by that team. For example, in a scenario of best out of 3 series with Team A and Team B. In Game 1, Team A selected Granger, 1-1, Clint, Mia, and Claude. In Game 2, all heroes that Team A used in Game 1, including Granger, 1-1, Clint, Mia, and Claude, will be automatically banned, meaning they cannot be picked anymore, and Team B doesn't have to ban them again. Team A proceeds to pick Nana, Valir, Lolita, Carmela, Rafaela for Game 2. When we come to Game 3, all heroes team used in previous matches, including Granger, 1-1, Clint, Mia, Claude, Nana, Valir, Lolita, Carmela, Rafaela, will then be automatically banned, and Team B doesn't have to ban them again. Same ban pick rules applies to Team B as well. Why all-round ban pick? In MOBA, where we see a limited depth of laning phase, hero microcontrol, it is very important to design a tournament putting consideration of diversity first. More heroes, meta or non-meta, should have the chance to stage themselves in order to create a more intense and competitive gaming environment. All-around ban pick encourage players to diversify their hero pool, teams to diversify their strategy, and come up with more combos. All-round ban pick also provides viewers the brand new exciting tournament viewing experience. Every game is fresh and every game is a surprise. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, one exciting match. The upset, Team BB take a victory, giving Team SIMP the run for their money here. If they take another win, they will proceed in eliminating Team SIMP, and SIMP will get an honorable mention in this match, and obviously that's not something that they want to see. We're already in the second game ban draft, but before I go to the ban pick here, if you're in YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, make sure to use the link in the chat to go ahead and go to Trovo.live, who is a proud sponsor of today's tournament. The grand final will be streamed on Trovo exclusively, so if you have not used the link in the chat to go to Trovo right now, this is your chance to head on to Trovo.live and stay over there, because tonight's match, we're gonna feature your favorite team. Ghost is already sitting at a grand final waiting for their opponent. Who is gonna be? It's gonna be Team Rockstars or Simpsons or Black Bulls. Either way, they're ready in Trovo waiting for you guys. So go to Trovo.live. You also support your favorite streamers, including Chicken, who will be in Trovo as well, right? Chicken is actually heavily building his Trovo community. By watching Chicken on Trovo, you'll be supporting his stream by watching a lot of your favorite streamers, including General, including Hoon, including Riles, including a lot of variety of other people like Regrets and all those. They will all be on Trovo, so definitely go to Trovo. They're supporting a lot of North American streamers and SEA streamers as well. Mainly just focus on MOBA community. With that, let's quickly jump back to Game 2 ban pick with my trusty co-caster, the one and only Chicken. How are you doing, Chicken?
I'm doing quite nice, Dave. quite relieved. Nice
quite relieved? What do you mean by quite relieved?
I don't know. I just feel nice right now.
Okay.
Feeling happy.
Okay. I'm glad you're feeling happy. I'm happy for you.
Thanks,
Okay.
Dave.
Come to the second game at ban pick. It seems like a little bit of issues here from the second team right here. They're not able to ban heroes, but from what I see right now, they're actually banning. I mean, let me just confirm with them. Confirm with Team Simpsons right off the bat. What's your second ban?
Hey, we meant to ban Uranus. His screen froze.
What's your second ban?
Uranus.
Oh, you banned Uranus?
Yeah, but his screen froze.
Oh, I told you to, okay, hover over a different hero, please.
That's what we were talking. He cannot. His screen
Alright,
froze.
one second.
Yeah,
I'll be right back. Alright, so apparently we have some technical issues. The Uranus was supposed to be the ban, unfortunately it didn't happen. Now we're gonna go ahead and go to like a 2-minute break to reset this ban pick. Yeah, we'll be right back, guys. We'll be right back. So, just see you guys in a second.
Wonderful.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second game ban pick. Sorry for the technical issues. Our ban pick website is not that advanced as you can see. So we have to restart the entire lobby. Now, Team SIMP does want to ban the Uranus. So they're going to go ahead and ban that Uranus, where Team Black Bull, they're going to first pick that Yuzhong. So pretty interesting bans here to allow them to have that choice. So Chicken, what do you think about the ban so far on both sides? Hilda has not been banned actually. This is the first time I've seen Hilda being banned today. This entire tournament.
Yeah, pretty interesting ban, Hilda. Sorry.
Why do you think Hilda is not used anymore?
Hold on,
Okay,
Dave. I can hear you.
We have a little bit of connection issues. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Sorry, I pulled out my cord on my mic by accident.
Okay, I was asking why do you think Hilda is not used anymore?
Well, she did get nerfed. Her ultimate damage did get nerfed quite a bit. I think
Yeah.
like 30% of its damage was taken off, essentially.
Yeah.
From the stacks. So, and also the tanks of Tank Khalid, Tank Kufra, Tank Basha just overshine her as a tank.
Yeah.
And for sides, you kind of need more damage nowadays because everyone's drafting like so tanky.
Yeah, true. And then obviously Hilda, Hilda's damage is like, I mean, her damage before was too much, a little bit way too much, right? She one-shots any squishies.
Yep.
As a support. So I understand that. I understand that ban. Look at Black Bull though. They gonna pick Jawhead, and it seems like they're going for that Ling pick. Jawhead, Ling, and Yuzhong, 3 picks. What do you think about the picks so far?
Yuzhong and Ling, very good picks because usually they're banned, so they got the opportunity. But Alice is also a really good silent pick that can scale pretty well and can beat Yuzhong later in the game, depending on how they build though. Kufra kind of counters Ling if they can get a good set on the Ling with the Kufra, so it's a good draft for both teams right now.
Yeah.
Jawhead tank though for sure.
Yeah, picking Ling into Alice and Kufra, I mean, personally, I'm not so sure about that because both of them counter Ling pretty well.
Definitely pretty ballsy. We'll see how it goes.
Maybe the global Ling that we're talking about. You know, we know that Black Bull have some really talented players. So coming in, they're feeling pretty confident. Look at the next round of ban right now. For Black Bull, they have already picked their jungler, their silenters, maybe your tank Jawhead. So what they need, what you could have banned is obviously another really strong silenter, or I mean right now for Team Black Bull they have a lot of like flex picks, right? Like Jawhead can go anywhere, to be honest. So
Jawhead side is not very good. I feel like it's very much likely going to be Jawhead tank.
Jawhead tank.
Jawhead side is probably it's not.
Why do you feel like Jawhead silent is not that good?
He's too squishy. He's meant to be an assassin as a side, but nowadays it's just a draft for being like tanky, chunky side lanes, and he's just not. He doesn't fit that category.
Okay, but I've seen you done it yesterday.
Okay, I didn't want to do it. I'll be completely honest. I was like telling them, no, I don't want to play Jawhead side, but they kept saying they think it's good, and in the end, I was useless, and I knew that because it was a bad pick.
Well. Okay, Jawhead again one-on-one against most fighters, he wins. He wins against Yuzhong. He wins against Khalid though, like in all those scenarios.
But with Jawhead, how to play Jawhead involves a lot of like camping.
Yeah.
And realistically, if someone knows how to play against a Jawhead, it is very hard for Jawhead to do much. And that is why he's kind of fallen off, because when Jawhead became meta at first, nobody really knew how to deal with him, so that made him so good. But when people started learning how to play against him, he kind of just fell off, because you can't bush camp as someone who knows you're bush camping.
True. And look at the second round of bans. We have Harith and Kali being banned on either side, and then we have a Helker picked off. The Helker jungle. I mean, personally, I'm never that big of a fan for Helker jungle myself. I think this hero can be like, his early game is powerful if he is able to get that 4 stacks, able to get people to really low. But then if you're able to like invade his jungle a little bit, I don't think he's that strong. I mean, what do you think about Helker overall?
Helker's very reliant on team communication into how much he can do, like knowing who has what kind of spell, if they're able to fend him off or not, like who trying to gank sides. He's very early game based for sure. You can still win with a Helker late game, But late game Helkurt, it revolves more around his team rather than him. So it's kind of
Absolutely.
just a very team-based pick.
I mean, this is a team-based. This is a competitive game, so it is a team environment. Right? So I feel like when they pick it, they're feeling pretty confident, and they're gonna lock Helkurt. I mean, lock Selena in the end. Whereas Black Bull, what do you think about the Lunox and Lilia as the last two picks? The Lunox silent, Lilia mid. What do you think about that?
Well, Lilia's really good for countering invades, and honestly, I think Simpsons comp is more weird than Black Bull's because they have their mid lane seems to be Helkurt, Selena, Kufra, which is a very siege heavy like mid to try and invade and pressure. But
Yeah.
they picked two sides that are not early game based at all. Xborg and Alice both need to like farm her first item, maybe even second item, to really be able to do much. So I feel like it's very like a very interesting comp. Meanwhile, Black Bulls, yes, they do have a Lunox side, but Lunox side has proven to work before. But it's also like you need to farm quite a bit. But they have pretty good early game with the Lilia and Jawhead. They can fend off invades pretty well with that kind of comp and mixture. And of course, Dragon's just good in almost all phases of the game.
Yeah.
And Ling doesn't need to require. Sorry, I can't speak English. English is hard. Requires to farm.
Why do you think Dragon is still good after so many iterations of nerfs? Like, you know, just they're trying to get him, like, put him on the ground, but still Yuzhong still remain one of the best Silaner in the game.
It's just his kit is just so broken if you think about it. He has this ability to basically fly over terrain and basically engage in whoever he wants. He has a passive that can regen his HP based on his missing HP, and it can refill quite a lot. It does continuous damage on to people that you proc it on, and even if you build like really tanky on him, you still do a ton of damage. Like the nerfs they done on him were well deserved, but it's just his kit that's broken, and they can't unless they're gonna revamp the entire hero. You can't unless you got nerf it to the ground, you know.
Yeah, I feel like at the same time though, Yuzhong can be dealt with in a lot of ways on the sideline because his close combat is not that strong. He can also take a Purify. Let's say Yuzhong worked really hard to get that. If you're not able to get, if you're able to dodge his like entire combo, or at least dodge the outer rim of the skill 1 and get inside of him, and then and then use the Purify after he worked so hard to get that passive. Boom, right? Then all of a sudden you just kill him because it's actually kind of squishy without that passive.
He does kind of fall off against comps that have like heroes that specialize in using Ice Queen Wand. Going against an Ice Queen Wand hero like Chenga, Lilia,
Valir?
not Lunox, Valir too, can be really annoying for him because they did nerf his base move speed in the last patch, so he can be really slow since the current meta is to go Fighter Emblem on him. So that's probably one of the biggest issues going against as a Yuzhong that I have noticed personally.
Absolutely. As we step into the game 2 right here between Simpsons and Black Bull, you're now watching the North America Invitation Showmatch brought to you by Trovo.live. The grand final, including your favorite team, Gosu, will be on Trovo exclusively. If you want to watch Gosu's incredible performance against their opponent, whoever that challenger might be, make sure to head to Trovo now with the link in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, we're going to quickly step into the game. I'm your caster, AssassinDave. With me, the one and only Chicken Nuggets. You can also find Chicken on Trovo as well. Make sure to go ahead and follow him on Trovo. He is streaming over there, and your support for his channel on Trovo will be tremendous. So with that, we're gonna come to game 2. Blue side, we have Team BB, and red side, we have Team Simpsons.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches.
I'm curious to see if any of them are going to try to cut waves to try and invade against one another, because honestly, both teams can invade with the support and tank that they have. Kufra, Jawhead, Selena, Lilia.
You can see Silane, Jawhead is already looking to invade. I mean, to cut lane at least. Xbox is doing a lot of free damage right now. The true damage is in. I mean, if they keep on going with this, Jawhead might just die here with the first blood. Look at that damage. They are not able to shred the Xbox shield. That's able to defend this 1 versus 2 pretty easily to make sure that Arvel does not find the invade successfully. Meanwhile, Simpson actually they got the blue buff to Selena. I think that might be an accident.
Definitely. That's kind of funny. How unfortunate.
But it is. Selena's actually level 2, and Helkurt just turned level 2. That's pretty good as well. Arvel eating that trap. Might have to recall now. Kufra looking to engage it at any second. Quite unfortunate for that poor Helker. But again, Helker is not really that desperate for blue. I mean, it's kind of slowing him down without that, so you cannot farm efficiently.
It does help a lot, but
yeah,
he can manage without it. He's not like super dependent on the buff.
Yep, but it does help. Like for any assassins, blue buff always help. You know, in the early game.
Yeah, CDR, mana reduction.
Yeah, CDR, mana reduction. All of those are great. You know, bottom lane, Bone B. By the way, Bone B just... Oh, looks like Arvel looking for the flip. It's not going to happen, though. He found a lot of damage. Still tanking. Maybe tanking too much. One more tower shots. He will get shut down. The first blood does go to Team BB there. With Yukio jumping down the lane. Top lane. Kufra finding an engage on the Yuzhong right here. Who's going to burst it down. Beaten up. Knocked up. As a 1-2-1 trade on both side laners.
That Yuzhong really should have backed off. You can tell that there's nobody going to their bot lane. He should have known they were coming to his lane, but he stayed pushed far out for like no reason at all. That's just one of the things that side laners to be aware of. The X-Borg unfortunately did not auto the Jawhead to get that kill. He got executed. Really unfortunate.
Oh! Nice stun on 2 people here, but yet nothing gonna happen. Selena looking to put a little bit of trap on the map to grant a little bit more vision. This is why Selena is one of the best heroes, because of the vision control. Obviously, the poke potential, the 4-second stun at max range, it's insane, you know. So one more trap. Arvel is taking down the solo responsibility to eat all the traps. I mean, if I'm him, I'm gonna use a skill too to at least have the shield to take that damage. To be honest.
Yeah, but they have vision on him when he uses the trap, right? If they try to jump on him afterwards and he uses the skill too, he might not be able to like get out in time.
To get away, yeah. So he's gonna take the damage to make sure to save the skill too for rotations. Here we go, the damage comes in. Kufra, a lot of damage onto him. Not gonna be enough though. Lilia, they picked Lilia Jihad just secured early game for Ling, and then it's working out. Ling's doing pretty well. Top lane Alice against Chloe on that Yuzhong right here. Yuzhong gonna go ahead and clear the wave, just get himself away, but Uzi's like, no, I don't want that to happen. Ultimate comes down from the dragon, not gonna be enough! Uzi will take the solo kill against the dragon. Meanwhile, the turtle will go to the favor of BB though. Simpson, the Hellcurt, pop the ult, can't quite find anything. Ling finish him off. A 2-1 trade so far, but a Kufra ball is in. He's making sure this guy cannot get away. One more dash, the flicker, and the skill 1 from Simpin on a Selena will seal the deal. Put a final nail on the coffin for this Ling. Incredible coordination. Definitely really interesting trade on both sides. Bottom lane. Bombi does have the ultimate. Can he get away in time though? Eating the trap. There's nowhere for you to go. Another kill. This Simpin.
Necessary there.
I mean, Selena. She's definitely a fight decider at this point. She's popping off. Oh! That throw! That is unfortunate. That is so sad.
Yeah, that is really unfortunate, Dave.
I mean, what must possibly go through Yukio's brain right now?
He's probably mad. I will not lie. I've done that kind of stuff before, and it does make the person mad.
Imagine jumping in, get thrown away by your teammates. Wow. Okay, pretty peaceful so far. I mean, look at total gold right now. Only 1,000 gold. But this game is to the Simp team's advantage. Looks like we might go to game 3 right here. I mean, what do you think that team BB need to do in order to secure a 2-1 victory?
BB is Yukio's team, right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah.
Go
ahead.
Well, it can still go either way. The comps are very kind of even, I would say.
Yeah, and also if you haven't known the advanced or patch notes, they're nerfing Kufra's second ability where he will no longer stop the flicker. I mean, which I think is a really good idea. Make a lot of sense.
Also, they're nerfing his jump distance by 14%.
That's a lot, right?
And that is a lot. That is very huge. I thought that as well.
Ling coming in to the Selena right here. The damage. Whoa! Yukio taking a little bit too much. Have to dash away just in time. Meanwhile, on the side of Mello as well as Arvel looking for a little damage on the Kufra. Can they find enough? Mello still sitting there. Found the bomb on the skill 2. Is not going to connect. But they're able to get this tank really low. Ling at the same time, he was taking so much damage after he dove in. I think it's from Selena's damage. Selena's burst.
Probably.
Look at all that. But they will secure this second turtle to their favor. The first turtle did go to, I think they also got a first turtle. They got 2 turtles so far. The thing about Mobile Legends is Turtle doesn't really stack. It just gives you a stable amount of gold experience, and then just the shield, obviously. Where in other MOBAs, we usually see it, if you try to stack the turtles, there are usually certain kind of advantage. Excuse me, English hard.
Yeah, and I really dislike that. I feel like that's something they should change about the game, because people give up turtles so easily because it doesn't really mean much.
Yeah,
you
it
can
doesn't
trade
really mean
objectives
much.
for turtles like towers.
Oh, the stun connected! And nowhere for him to run. Yukio have to pop the ult, just get himself away. The ultimate comes in, but Kuro was able to jump himself to safety. Helker was still the fate for this unfortunate Jaw Dog in the front. Jawhead, excuse me.
It is so funny when that happens, when the Jaw tries to throw you and you flicker back into your own team and he follows you. I've done that a lot too. It's really, really funny to do.
Yeah, Ling does not have the ultimate. Keep that in mind. He's looking to defend the mid-tier 1 tower. Yuzhong comes in. Might be too late. And now he's going to put himself into harm's way. Have to dash away. And he will do that in time. Bottom lane, the stun connected. And not going to be enough time for this guy to pop his ult. And he will fall. A 2-8 landslide so far to the favor of Team Simpsons. They lost game 1, but it's not giving up. They're not giving up any aggression here. Uzi jumped in 1 versus 2. No problem against this Ling. He will get this blue buff. Who's taking a lot of damage, jumping back in. Lilia will pop the ultimate. Already one person going down, but Helker will secure another kill onto Chloe. It's 1-2 trade in mid lane. Team BB does walk away on top on that team fight.
That's good for them. They kind of need to. They were getting pressured really hard, kind of for a bit there.
I mean, do you think BB has a better chance late game thanks to the fact that they do have Ling?
Well, Helker is a pretty good counter to Ling, so just because they have a Ling late game doesn't mean he can be really OP. So it can still go both ways. They drafted definitely a lot better this game than the last game, because they kind of thought more about late game and early game.
Yeah. I mean, they have Selena, so far Selena has landed almost every single stun, right? Every single stun that mattered, he ran it. Oh, Jawhead. Oh, just a throw. He's gonna run away. I thought Jawhead would engage on the Helker. He can't do a lot. He can do significant damage. Don't get it wrong, because Jawhead, even without a lot of farm, this hero's gonna do a lot of damage. Jawhead though might be caught off here. Caught off guard. He's gonna throw to Selena, the target that needed throw. Helker comes in. Can he find a silence in time? Oh, the silence from the Helker onto Ling connects on top of the Kufra. Ling will fall without anything else to say. Lilia actually. The Lunas will find a kill onto Alice with a beautiful ultimate. Simping get away with a slipper of health. A 1 HP. Seems like 1 HP right here. Chloe finally found a way into the team fight, but already too late. It's 1v1 trade on each side.
Simpsons overextended a little bit there. They really should have just backed off as soon as they got the Ling pick, but they got greedy for more. So Lunox just really melted their front line and killed Alice in an instant.
I mean, who do you think has a better chance if we go to late game? Oh, the silence? The damage?
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Jawhead though will find the kill onto Selena, who's overstayed his welcome. Yuzhong coming in. Jump coming out from Simpin number 2 on the Helker. Able to get away. Damien stay in the front. Might take a little bit too much. Kufa jumping in. Oh, run away with Slipper of Health. No passive coming in. Chloe have to run away. 1 HP left. Alice coming in. Nobody can take this tower. Lilia does have the ultimate. He's not really afraid. Walk himself out of there.
Both junglers kind of messed up that fight. Helker could have gotten that kill if he decided to auto before he used a second skill, and Ling should have went on the Helker instead of going on the Kufra, but yeah. I think he used his auto attack too early when Helker went in the bush, so it went on the Kufra instead of Helker.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at Ling's item at this point, he has Endless Battle. Once again, Endless Battle first item. Again, a little bit untraditional in the current meta, because people usually just go with DHS, or they go with something else. Mid lane, speaking of items, in the mid lane, Jawhead got caught off once again from the Kufra-Selena combo. They got the stun connected. Lilia might have to pop the ult immediately. He's able to get himself to safety. Kufra once again looking for the second engage. The dragon comes in. The target is the tank. Can they find enough damage? Yes, they will. 1-to-1 trade on both side frontliners. I mean, this doesn't look good for Ling in my opinion, because one of the worst mages for Ling to go against is actually Alice. Especially early game, at this point, he didn't do enough. And then when Ling jumps in, if there's 2 to 3 minions around Alice, Ling's not do enough damage. Meanwhile, bottom lane though, skirmish happened once again. Balmy will find kill number 1. He might not be able to escape this Helker. Ling find himself to the team by 1 more auto attack. It's a 2-to-1 trade so far to the favor of BB. Ultimate comes in. That's does not have the shield, does not have the immortality. He will be taken down. And BB take a decisive team fight against their opponent.
It doesn't feel like Simpsons is playing right. The Helkurt is fighting way too much. He should be waiting for the Ling and sort of giving that pressure for the Ling. He's going in too early and giving that Ling the idea that it's okay for him to go in, which it perfectly is because the Helkurt wastes all his skills beforehand. He should be letting his sides, Export and Alice, who are already pretty dominant sides, kind of fighting before he does.
Absolutely. Like, there's a saying where if you just stay more patient, because if enemy assassin's not jumping in, I mean, their team is fighting 4 versus something at best, right? So if you just be more patient, it's not like you guys are wasting anything. Whereas if you jumped in, like Chicken's saying here, it might give the enemy assassin the opportunity that they need to actually dive onto you. So for assassins, a lot of times it's actually who engages first, might putting in more disadvantaged situations. Disadvantageous. Bombi on the Lunox though, absolutely popping off. I mean, he's on the silent doing really well against the export. And he's 2-3-2. The score doesn't reflect like how well he's doing, but his positioning in those team fights, you know, actually doing damage to the right people. So I think he's actually doing okay. Meanwhile, Team BB is gonna start working towards the tier 2 tower. The ultimate connected, but the Winter Trunch is gonna survive the escape. Helkurt gets himself really, really low. Pop the ultimate. He goes, and he will be running away. Top lane high ground tower is under siege. Ling will find some damage. Look at that burst from Selena. But no big deal. Ling's gonna heal himself right back up to full HP with that jungle minions. Bottom lane, Lilia does not have the ultimate. He'll get caught off position right here. A little bit of overconfidence on his part.
Simping again there on the Helkurt got really greedy just for poke, and that got him really out of position there. He almost died and suffered for it. And then the Kufra kind of went in for no reason. I get that. I get why he jumped, but I don't get why he ulted because Helkurt had to back off because of that misengage. Exactly.
I mean, because he ulted one person, which is Lunox, and on top of it, it's a Lunox. You know, like I think he could have saved his ult. Like, who do you think his priority target should be?
The ult didn't even connect. She used her suppression and dodged it.
Yeah, with the Winter Trunch, and that was really good Winter Trunch actually. To dodge the ult at the right moment.
He could really go for anyone in this game because the Helkurt just needs to wait for a good set and not try to engage on his own. Kufra should just at least try to get a pick. Like, he doesn't need to focus anyone in particular because obviously Ling is not going to be out of position for him to go enough. But it's kind of like, it really depends. There's a lot of scenarios that can happen.
Yep. Look at Simp and Helkurt now doing that red buff. Jawhead is actually doing pretty well. 2, 5, and 3. Look at the Jawhead's item at this point. He's sitting comfortably at Immortality. He has Immortality active. He has Anti-Caress to make sure he doesn't get bursted down by that Helkurt. And he's building Athena shield right now for the Selena and Alice. So he's on his way to be unkillable in a lot of ways. He does have the skill too for the shield and the speed boost. So he's already really hard to kill. And then now top lane. Alice, the ultimate connected. He'll be thrown out. Actually not thrown out of the base. Helkurt popped the ultimate to keep his top laner alive. Really, really good, well done there. It looks like they definitely scared Team BB away from that engage.
Jolly could have killed him there, but he threw him up instead of back, which is, I don't know if he panicked or he misclicked. It's really unfortunate, I guess.
Yeah. Now, look at the bottom lane. Bottom lane, X4 already pushed the lane. Top lane, a little skirmish happening. Ling will get caught off. But Alice jumping in though with a beautiful, beautiful root of suppression coming in. The beautiful stun connected. And there's nothing this Lunox can do. He'll be taken down. Arbo trying to get himself away. It's not going to happen. 0-2-3 trade to the favor of Team Simpins. They got 2 cannons coming in mid lane. They're looking for the high ground towers. They're looking to end this game right here and right now. Yuzhou can't get cleared away. He does not have the ultimate, but he's able to take down the cannon number 1. He gets himself really, really low. The stun connects, and they will get this kill. The high ground tower connects. Lee will have to back away. He's not going to do it in time. And ladies and gentlemen, the back door is successful. It's 1-1.
Lin got really greedy there, trying to cut the wave to try to stop them from ending. But there was complete misstep there trying to do that. Also, that last fight there is a perfect example of how the Helkurt really should have waited for an engage. The Kufra did set an engage up there. Yeah. And then the Alice followed up and then gave the Helkurt the opportunity to. He actually waited that fight for an engage, which is why they won that fight, because he decided to actually wait instead of actually making the engage himself.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was a perfect example.
I mean, this game, it just show you how hungry all these teams are for the grand finals to go against Gyosu, who's already waiting over there anxiously since we're going to a game 3. But since we already are, guys, once again, if you have yet to go to Trovo.live for the grand finals, this is your chance. The link is in the chat. This is your time to go to Trovo.live for the grand finals. Make sure to support all the content creators on Trovo. With that, we're going to take a short few minute breaks. We'll see you guys in a minute. What is all-round ban pick? Simply speaking, in the same series of matches, whether best out of 3 or best out of 5, all hero picked by the same team can only be played once by that team. For example, in the scenario of best out of 3 series with Team A and Team B. In Game 1, Team A selected Granger, 1-1, Clint, Mia, and Claude. In Game 2, all heroes that Team A used in Game 1, including Granger, 1-1, Clint, Mia, and Claude, will be automatically banned, meaning they cannot be picked anymore, and Team B doesn't have to ban them again. Team A proceeds to pick Nana, Valier, Lolita, Carmela, Rafaela for Game 2. When we come to Game 3, all heroes team used in previous matches, including Granger, 1-1, Clint, Mia, Claude, Nana, Valier, Lolita, Carmela, Rafaela, will then be automatically banned, and Team B doesn't have to ban them again. Same ban pick rules applies to Team B as well. Why all-round ban pick? In MOBA, where we see a limited depth of laning phase, hero microcontrol, it is very important to design a tournament putting consideration of diversity first. More heroes, meta or non-meta, should have the chance to stage themselves in order to create a more intense and competitive gaming environment. All-around ban pick encourage players to diversify their hero pool, teams to diversify their strategy, and come up with more combos. All-round ban pick also provides viewers the brand new exciting tournament viewing experience. Every game is fresh and every game is a surprise. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the third and final match of the third and final game of the first match between Team Simpsons and Team Black Bull. I'm your caster, AssassinDave. With me is our special guest, Chicken Nuggets, who's playing for Gosu in the North America Invitation Showmatch. We're in the Game 3. Whoever wins this match will proceed to be at least a third place. That means they'll win 15,000 diamonds. Whereas the fourth place will get an honorable mention for participation award. So the third game is already underway for the ban pick. Let's quickly jump in right here. Chicken, what do you think about the ban pick so far?
Very interesting first pick. Hilda, very surprising to me over Alice or Khalid. Very shocking in my opinion, because she's kind of like fallen off quite a bit. So I don't understand why they would first pick it. I also don't understand. Oh wait, did they already? Okay, if they already picked Esme, then they couldn't do anything about that. So that makes sense.
Yeah, and you look at all the previous hero picks on both sides. You still have a lot of strong heroes from Team Simp, right? And they finally took out Hilda. This is actually one of the few times. Actually, I haven't seen a Hilda taken out once. This is the first time I've seen Hilda in the entire tournament. And I cannot believe I'm saying that for a hero that has dominated the entire last season. So, I mean, a lot of balance changes that happens, I think, just too drastic. I mean, this is a common phenomenon through all mobile games, because developers want to try to balance the games, balance the hero. It's actually really hard. So the tiny tweaks sometimes will have unpredictable results, and that's exactly what's happening with a lot of heroes, like Grok, right? Was a meta hero for so long, all of a sudden nobody even played this hero anymore in ranked. Now Hilda the same way, with dominated MPL in many regions, coming to this tournament, nobody even picked it anymore.
I'm surprised they didn't pick Basha. Basha would have been very good pick here, considering what picks they had open, because they all have healing relevant heroes now. You know, Khalid, not Farsal, Alice, and Harith. Basha would have been a perfect pick into that, unless they can really master the early pressure that Hilda can provide.
Yeah,
like I don't find it as a good pick.
Interesting. So who do you think they're gonna ban now?
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, looking at, it's gonna be Natalia ban from Team Simp. Black Bull is gonna go ahead and take out the Ling from their opponent. I mean, I do not think Ling's necessary. Ling against Harith, Ling against Alice is not a strong opponent, in my personal humble opinion. What do you think about that?
Ling versus Alice, you're saying?
Yeah, Ling against Alice and Harith. Like, Harith is not really afraid of Ling, in my opinion.
Well, they did pick an early game. Well, with Hilda, you want to try and pressure early game. So I can see how Link pick could be good because
Yeah.
if they did manage the successful early game,
For the snowball.
then they could the snowball. They could really kill them pretty easily.
Yeah, absolutely here. And you can see that Claude is being taken out here by Black Bull. A very untraditional pick here. I mean, what do you think about Claude? That's a little bit too unorthodox in my opinion.
I mean, it can work, but just very Claude's side. Interesting. We'll see how it goes.
Claude side. Maybe it's a Harris side. You know, everything can happen.
Harris can't side.
Well, you know, Harris actually take the Enchanted Talisman. He can be really strong. His early game was kind of be kind of weak before that Enchanted Talisman, but after the Enchanted Talisman, he can be really strong. But Claude, though, why Claude? The early game right now. What?
Claude's support emblem can kind of just poke and farm his lane for DHS. It's not bad, but it's just very useless in the early game. So if they lose early, he will take forever to scale.
Yeah, and if you look at Team Simp, they're going for the all-in, right? They have the golden combo, the Farsa with a fighter like Roger, like Ethan Shin, and that's what they have. The side lane, they have Ruby, they have Esmeralda, they have some really powerful side lanes. You know, Hilda is a really annoying, one of the most annoying, even though they nerfed Hilda's ultimate, but the early game annoying factor is still there. She still remain one of the most annoying heroes on the map. So Black Bull, I mean, what are they gonna pick? Right now, I do not see any early game presence except for the Khalid. But then even with the Khalid, you're not gonna like solo defending the entire early game invade. Like he cannot take on the solo job to defend this whole aggression that might come from Simp. Oh, is that gonna be a Kagura lock? Indeed it will! What are we seeing here? This draft it's very unique. It's very different. I mean, they have two mages. Are we gonna see a mage side lane, like an Alice side lane, a Claw side lane, and then a Kagura mid lane? Like, with Harith and a Kali tank? Is that what I'm seeing here?
Yeah, that's probably what it is. I can see it working if they can manage to stall out the game, because Sims have a much better early game comp than the Black Bolt does. If Black Bolt can manage to get to late game, they could probably dominate pretty hard, considering Isun Shin can't kill all their damage dealers.
But yeah, if they get to late game, sure, they have a lot of insurance, right? They have a lot of cards, the trump cards. They got Claude, Harith, Alice, and Kagura can one-shot. Not saying that Kagura, like, not mentioning Kagura. Kagura can one-shot a lot of the heroes. Farsa, Isun Shin, all those heroes can be just gone, disappears, like magic tricks. Still though, this come early game, if Sim have controlled the early game rhythm, they got the first turtle, start taking down the first towers, I mean, they can easily snowball the game into like no blue Harith, into like no damage Alice, you know? He jumps into 10 minions and then with the ultimate still die instantaneously, into a no item Khalid. I mean, it's all too much risk, don't you think?
Very interesting, but it's all around ban pick, so it's like they don't have that many options available.
Yeah, true.
Because they're in game 3 now, so a lot of like 10 heroes get taken out of the roster.
A lot of heroes, they already used a lot of really strong heroes in the first two games, right? You see like Boxa being used, Esmeralda, Farsa, Lilia, Yuzhong, Jawhead. I mean, still though, there are quite a bit of choices at their disposal. I mean, I still don't understand why, because there's so many other choices that I think are just better. For example, like if you really want some early game presence, with the buff on the recent Grok, his skill 1 damage is actually quite decent. It's back to the old Grok, and he can do it pretty frequently. They also buffed the cooldown on it, so you can use it pretty frequently. Even though, like you mentioned last time, his movement speed is not nearly as good as before. But the early game presence, the wave clear, and then the lane pressure is still there.
Yeah, but what Grok's strongest point was being able to be mobile. So
yeah,
even if they buff his damage or tank, he's still going to be bad because they buffed his strongest point.
Okay, looks like both sides are giving us the green light. We're going to get a final check. So looking at the draft right here, Chicken, which side do you like better?
I like the fact that Black Bull's picking a late game comp because it means like they're kind of confident they can defend the early game.
Yeah.
So like it just that amount of confidence is nice to always be trying to stall out the game type of stuff, or like try to pick at something you're confident in.
True.
I don't like the Hilda pick, so I will say I don't like the Simpsons draft that much, mostly because of that Hilda pick. I think it's very strange, considering Bosch was open as well.
Yeah, true. I mean, yeah, it's open for them. They haven't used it. It's not banned, so they could have definitely taken it, but they decided to go with something that's more not so popular, right, in the current meta. Not because Hilda is too muscular for a lady. You know, I think Hilda looks pretty attractive, but that's just my personal opinions. For a lot of other people, you might have different opinions, but I don't know why we're talking about this. Now, when you're watching the stream on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, you're wondering, when is our favorite game? When's the grand final happening? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're in for the good news. Make sure to use the link in the chat to go to trovo.live now. Trovo.live is the proud sponsor of today's event, of today's grand finals, the North America Invitation Showmatch. So they're sponsoring a lot of North American streamers as well as SEA streamers. If you're watching this stream right here, this is your chance to go support the platform, support your favorite streamers on Trovo.live. Our livelihood depends on it. Go to Trovo.live with a link in the chat. With that, guys, the third game ban picks are already finished. I'm gonna quickly jump into the game. Once again, the blue side this time we have Simpsons. The red side we have Team Black Bull. I'm your caster, AssassinDave. With me, the one and only Chicken Nuggets.
Yep. We'll see how the game goes.
Untraditional, you know, but definitely viable. They have their strategy in mind there, and then they're gonna deliver that strategy. So that's exactly what we're seeing here today. Can Team Simpsons deliver that early game aggression, or can BB take this game into a 20-minute, 25, 30-minute game where Claw's gonna finish all the items, where Harris gonna finish all the items, where Alice have 50, 60, 70, 80 stacks, and we see the clash of the titans. Which one is it? Which team is gonna execute their composition to the flawless, to the tippity top of the mountain? We shall find out. Already, a lot of aggression coming down mid lane. 3-on-3, who's gonna win the skirmish? It seems like Team Simpson does earn the way to clear the wave a lot faster. Khalid and Melos, and we're gonna make sure Simpin number 2, Simpin number 1 actually on this decision does not have a good time. Meanwhile, Harith is not having a good time either with Hilda invading on the blue. And now Harris is gonna go to the red. He's not gonna get the red really easily by himself. Oh, a 4-man converge onto the top side. Kagura's only level 1 though. Can he get away in time? You find a dash, Khalid, damage comes in. Almost! Now Boomy into the back line. One more on attack will get the kill. He got it! It's a trade! 1-1 to each side. We expected this game to be the most ferocious game in this series. And sure enough, that's exactly what both teams delivering right now.
Just invades on both sides. Realistically, I feel like Black Bulls should be trying to defend their jungle, not really trying to invade. But they're pulling it off quite okay. But not in the end there. They kind of screwed up. But it just really isn't. Yeah. That's just my opinion at least.
And just like you said, Claude on the side lane with a support emblem. Meanwhile, Harris got taken down by Damian himself. No blue buff for Harris for the first Turtle team fight. That is quite sad. And a stun plus a flame shot damage won't be enough. Another kill. Actually make a triple kill as Alex got taken down solo by Esmeralda on the bottom side. That's popped off. Stepped off for Team Simpsons. They're looking to take this to the bank right now. I mean, but again, any early game damage at this point is not something that you just, like, not something that is so game changing. Yes, it is good for Team Simpsons to have those advantages, but remember, Team Black Bull, with their comp, they're not looking to play the early game. They're looking to play the late game.
Very weird how, like, aggressive they're trying to play.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that their comp is meant for late game. And it's like, it makes sense that you know, Simpsons has a lead, but they're not playing the right way for their comp.
Yeah, they need to play more defensive. Just not giving up their tower shields, not giving up a lot of jungle resources. I think that should be enough. But they're looking to invade.
Turtle resurrecting soon.
Oh, top lane Alice, can you get away in time? Not gonna happen! That's with a little bit of bad manner recall action going on the bottom side, whilst slaying that kill. Bottom tier 1 tower will go to the favor of Team Simpsons, definitely executing that early game comp, already taking us to a 2,500 gold advantage, 2,600 gold advantage actually. Taking this turtle is going to be a 3,000 solid gold lead. And ladies and gentlemen, this is only 3 minutes. Arvel looking to get away, can he do it? The ultimate comes out, skill 2 for the regeneration. Oh! And sure enough, he survived miraculously.
That's Khalid's second skill. You know, permanent damage reduction and healing.
As long as you don't get qual controlled. As long as you don't get cancelled.
Yeah.
And also, I like the rotation strategy from Team Simpsons right here. They're rotating, they're heavily focused on bottom lane. Let Ruby and Claw do his own thing top. Look at Ruby's already winning the lane heavily against his Bomby here. Oh, the flicker skill too! Claw will have to recall the top tier 1 tower is wide open. This shield of money. Claude might die here! Oh, you forget. Team Simpsons all about that simping power with Easton Shin's ultimate, the unpredictable. Rip out of 2020.
Pretty doomed for Butterfly at this point.
Yeah.
Because I mean, contrary to my opinion earlier about saying Hilda was a bad pick, well, to be fair, they didn't pick towards the Hilda. Like, they see them first picking Hilda, but they didn't pick any early game to ward off the Hilda. So realistically, they're just letting the Hilda roam for free, and like that's their own fault. They didn't draft to counter it. They didn't draft like relatively any early game or CC that can stop her. For I don't know why.
Exactly. That's what we're talking about. Like the only early game presence they have is here. Oh, speaking of that, once again, the Eastern Shin ultimate plus a Hilda damage won't be enough. Make a double kill towards the mid lane. The dive was 2-kill combo to Team Simpsons. I mean, as we mentioned, Khalid is the only hero in the entire team for BB to have any sort of early game presence. Like, can they handle this? Farsight coming in right here. Not gonna connect the skill 1.
Turtle resurrecting soon.
Bomi though, trying to recall away, and he will do that successfully. Pretty interesting. 5,000 gold lead already though.
Dave. The Claw does have DHS. It's definitely a smart move there to play safe and not try to like check his bush and try to get him out there, because DHS can kill them both.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I thought Farsight might have an ultimate. I see it bomb him away. Maybe he already used that when he had first ganked the Claude. Now, the second turtle is available. Oh, Mellow here. Oh, one more flame shell will get the job done. And that's exactly what Simpin number 2 did. Actually, they're both called Simpin 2 dots. Kali used the ultimate to clear the way, find himself a lot more damage in return. Esmeralda's ultimate coming in, the skill 2 will keep himself alive for now. Harris cannot find any damage until the level 9 Esmeralda, who has Harris blue buff at this point. I mean, if you give Esmeralda that much an advantage, like Esmeralda can destroy this Harris. He's 0-1-0, and look at his item. Right? Not even a first item. He's sitting at 2,600 gold, where his opponent, Silent, mid lane, jungle, are sitting at over 4,000 gold advantage. Top lane, the only hope that Team BB is relying on, the Claude, has been slain. Just completely destroying the last kingdom of hope for Team BB in this game.
Yeah, it's pretty much over at this point, Dave. There's over a 6k gold lead. It's almost 7 minutes in the game now, and they have a late
lane.
comp.
More team fights happening right here. Another execution onto GS Mellow, who's not gonna survive from the Hilda's ultimate. This guy is 4-0-2 right now. He's popping off.
Pretty underwhelming for a third game, not gonna lie. The fact that they made these kind of mistakes when it's a third game, you know, you don't expect that kind of thing to happen. But I guess, you know, it's a tournament. People can choke. That stuff does happen.
Yeah, a lot of pressure, a lot of, like, you know, mental pressure on the line, you know, especially, this is why just by having good mechanics or just being a really good ranked team doesn't really define you, like, give you the right to, or the opportunity to say that I'm gonna win in the tournament against, like, big teams, right? Because those teams have practiced in the tournaments where when they play a tournament matches, it's just like ranked game kind of attitude for them. They play the way how they play regularly. Where for a lot of new teams, they might have really good talented players. But coming to a game like this, look at Ruby's damage. They might feel way too pressured and that might choke, like you're talking about.
Initiate
Yep.
retreat.
Phili will get pulled back. Arvel trying to get himself away. The flame shot! Oh! The beautiful skill 2 from Arvel will keep himself alive again on the top side, 0, 2, and 1. I mean, like I said, their player mechanics are definitely really, really good. It's merely just that right now, can they handle the pressure? I mean, even if they can, it might be too late. 10,000 goal lead, only 8 minutes into the game. Asmana can one-shot a Kagura already. Alice jumping in, looking for a little bit more damage into the team fire here. He can't find anything. Killer's gonna get away. Des is already dead, but it's not gonna be enough. Look at Simpy number 2 on the Eastern Shim with the ultimate. Finishing off the Khalid. Survived once or twice, but not the 3 time. It's a 1-2 trade to the favor of Team Simpy.
Brother Blood needs a miracle if they want to win this game.
Yeah. They definitely do need a miracle. You're absolutely right.
I don't know. I mean, they better start accepting some faith and get on their knees, man.
I mean,
there's no way I can see them winning this game right
Claude
now.
does have the 2 core items, the DHS, the Golden Staff. So if he gets a beautiful ult, he can be pretty scary, to be honest.
Launch attack.
Because this guy doesn't need more items. He does percentage HP damage with the DHS, with the Golden Staff. So at this point, if he just be a little bit tanky, where it makes sure he didn't die with the jumping in with the ultimate, I think he's gonna do pretty fine.
Well, he does need anti-heal. This like someone on their team does need anti-heal, Dave. 4 of them on the enemy team, not 4. I'm sorry, 3 of them all have like significant healing. So just because he does damage, he does not mean he can like out damage that healing.
True. Absolutely. Like, I think it's gonna be the Kagura who's gonna go ahead and take on the job. It looks like he's already building towards it. You can see the components he's already building towards it, but he doesn't have any way to farm. Team Simpsons are freezing the lane right now. They're not touching the wave whatsoever. Oh! This might be too cocky right here! The bait! The bait onto the Farsa! The disrespect in front of her base did not work out for Farsa to show you guys. Bad manner never pays off.
Yeah, that's just karma. That's just a perfect example of karma right there. And I'm pretty sure the Farsa knows it as well. Like, I deserve that.
I deserve that. True. No one feels bad for him. He totally deserved it. It's one of the deaths that happens. It happens. Who cares? Uzi trying to get himself away. Not gonna happen. Oh, the lifesteal!
Okay.
He comes in! He gets a kill on Kagura! He stays alive! He turns the fight around! It's a 0-2 trade to make a double kill! Ladies and gentlemen, what do we just see?
That's just a Ruby, man.
What do we just see? With that beautiful, beautiful Ruby. Oh, the lifesteal getting 4 people. Holy balls. Now, with that turnaround, this is Team Simpsons claiming the victory. Kagura coming in with a beautiful ult, getting everybody low. Simpit, Farsa might get taken down. Simpit trying to get himself away. The kill won't be enough. The damage is on. It's a 2-2 trade. And Team Simpin will back away.
Well, they're managing this tower defense quite well for how the scenario of the game is going. They still have a 10k gold deficit, but it's definitely like there is a slight chance of them coming back from this with how they've been playing now.
I mean, you think they're... Do you think one of the reasons they might be coming back is mainly because all the karma from Team Simpin?
I mean, they're definitely not taking this game as seriously as they should. Simpsons, they definitely screwed up quite a bit in terms of just greed. They're definitely getting a little overconfident right now, which could be their downfall.
Request backup.
What a beautiful, beautiful play from Simpin over there. That was what a beautiful play from Uzi on the Ruby. I mean, if you take a look at his items right here, he has Endless Battle, Cast Claw, Queen's Wings, and he's going for Oracle. So, if you don't chance to see this person, he will lifesteal back. Just now, even without all those items, he already proved to you like how scary he can be. And now they're freezing lanes once again. They're waiting for the Lord. You can see that, like, he's just making the wave it's even, so he doesn't lose the minion. And Lord is coming in. In the mid lane, nobody's throwing a wave. Oh, Damian with the damage. Farsa with the bomb. Once again, you kill without the blue buff. It's just like we predicted. You know, you might have turn out to have a game where Harith without a blue, Alice without any damage or survivability. And now this is Simpson finally making the final ultimatum. The ultimate connects onto 2 people. Farsa damage comes in. Chloe try to jump in, but he's taking way too low. Harris cannot find any damage whatsoever. Esmeralda jumps in. He issues the ultimatum, ladies and gentlemen. The price is death. A 2-2 trade so far. Kagura finally shut down. A double kill. They hold the line. They get the kill. And now Arville with the skill too. He's gonna stay alive from Farsa's ultimate. But at what cost? All the high ground tower has already turned to shambles.
Really well played by that Claude there. He completely obliterated the enemy team with that ultimate.
Yeah,
I mean, he does have anti-heal now, so he does.
Cool. Did Farsa just one shot 80% of Balmy's HP? I think he did. What just happened over there? That is a lot of damage from Farsa. And this is why this hero is scary. The ultimate, try to get this blue, and he will get it. I mean, if you look at Farsa's item right now, this hero is sitting at a fully decked out item, actually. The Clock of Destiny, the Divine Glaive, and also the item that gives you a lot of mana. The Lightning Truncheon. Sorry for a brain fart for a second. Forgot the item name. Damn, this game is so intense. The intensity level has gone to the next level with that Ruby play. Uzi is actually TRS members, Rockstar members.
Yeah, Uzi is a Rockstar member.
Why is not playing with Rockstar? That's another question. Okay, now, top lane. Claw get taken very low. This is the last hope they need. They need to hang on to the last hope. Claw looking for a little bit more damage. Harris jumping in just to push the enemy away, so making sure their hyper carry stays alive. If Claw dies at this point of the game is definitely over. Simp in number 2, man. Farsa, if you do that recall thing one more time, he's not gonna do that anymore. Oh, Kagura going in. Look at that damage with Eastern Shin's airstrike. You know, we see this combo over and over again. Eastern Shin's ult on top of Farsa's ult is so deadly. I think this might be even stronger than Roger with Farsa. Roger with Farsa is really, really good combo. Oh, ultimate comes in. Farsa get taken down. Speaking of Farsa, he will be slain. Arvell looking for the second engage. Damian though, getting a lot of regeneration in the bush, and he will stay safe for now. This might be the window that team. We look like we have a pause. We have a pause demand actually from Damian. Little bit of lag.
I mean, I think that pause might be a little wake-up slap for them to stop trolling a bit. I don't think it's for lag because, you know, the Farsa is a bit toxic, and she definitely paying the price for it. Yeah. I can see why they paused right after she died to fucking like give that guy a little slap because he definitely needs one right now.
So as we confirm, I mean, do you think Team BB still has a chance at this point? It is a late game now.
Yeah, Team BB does 100% have a chance now because Team Simpsons did like screw up intentionally, basically, because they wanted to they played greedy. They was a little toxic. So I would say it's karma.
Yeah, karma. It's definitely karma. Is not paying off for either side. And then now it seems like one side is ready. We got Team Simpson to confirm that they're ready. Looks like a little bit disconnect, but we're fine here. Let me confirm with the other team to make sure that we can resume the game peacefully. So let's go ahead and resume the game in 5, 4, 3, 2. What an intense game. I mean, on both sides. Once again, guys, if you want to continue watching more intense game in the North American Invitation Showmatch, make sure to go to Trovo.live with the link in the chat. Follow Trovo for the grand final to support your favorite teams. The Lord is coming in 7 seconds, and Team Simpson's already setting up for it. Asmoda looking for the ult. Looks like he won the blue buff. It's not going to happen with 3 people defending over here. Yukio, this might be the first blue he gets this game.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Meanwhile, we can see it on the lower side. Imminent team fight is happening. Arvel looking for the engager. Far side with the damage coming in. Arvel canceling that. Shut down though onto the double mid laner from either side. Simping number 1 taking very low. Alice coming in trying to seal the deal. The flicker with the root. They're gonna get this kill. It's 1-2 trade so far. And Team BB, they own this Lord. They won this victory. They got it. And they're going out for another kill right here. Harris looking for more. He can't quite find it. Alice going away. UQ have to retreat. But Des is not letting this happening. UQ popping the ultimate just to get himself away. Kylie jumping back in to make sure their team can get away. It's a 2-2 trade. But BB secured the Lord.
I feel like BB could have turned around that fight right there. The Harris just got his ultimate and the Ruby was pretty low. But I guess they wanted to play safe and back off, which is completely respectable.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at that play, like, what can it do with this Lord right now? Like, do you think they can do anything productive with this Lord?
They could definitely push out quite a bit with this Lord. I mean, both teams are about to have a full lineup up, and the minions are going to slow push. They're definitely going to be able to get up to high ground towers, I would say. Like, all 4 of those towers.
I mean, still, Claude just came back alive. Bottom lane, the wave still pushed up. Death. They're still having problem killing this Esmeralda. I mean, how are they going to handle this Esmeralda? Claude? Claude might be able to kite around him, to be honest.
Yeah, the Claude guy kind of died early that fight. He did get picked off by the Esme after he kind of chunked the YSS. So I really think him, and Harith are the ones who can really deal with her.
Yeah, I mean it's like a trade on both sides, right? Both mid laner and jungler died because the side laners are really good and focused on going to kill that person. Top lane Ruby killed the Lord. They did not get a single tower out of this actually because they lost their members.
I mean, they're playing a little passive. They could have tried to push as a team a bit to try and push the waves out. They let Esme just single-handedly push that bot lane. They could have tried to gank her, just 5-man gank her. They just chose not to. Kind of strange.
Arvel, ultimate did not connect with the far side, quite unfortunate. This might be an important pick that they need. Just like I said, Esmeralda is free roaming on the bottom lane, putting infinite amount of map pressure towards the bottom side. Look at that Claude. Activating that Queen's Wings on the Claude. I mean, the far side damage is something that you have to respect at this point. This guy is fully stacked. Except for one item, right? But look at 13.4k on this Eastern Shin, 12.4k on the Esmeralda, and 12.1k on Ruby. They're all fully decked out. Alice, Harith, and Claude are the same way. So it's really now just come down to who's able to execute the team fight better. Who can pick off the other carries without dying, like this one. Mellow almost died instantaneously from 2 of those ultimates.
Yeah, it really is just who can perform well better here, Dave. Who can set up better. If BB can get a good engage on their backline, like YSS or Farsa, as a good pick pre-fight, it could be really nice for them.
That's already popped that Purify. UQ might be a little bit too deep. Have to get himself away. Woozy not looking to pop that Flicker. I thought he was going to go with Flicker ult because he had a clear shot at 2 carries. And this guy has been definitely the star of the show. The highlight of the night with the plays. That ultimate lifesteal. He'll go from 0 HP, the 1 HP, sorry, not 0, all the way back to full. Like that was actually so surprising. I still can't get over that play. That was too much.
Yeah, he was like 1 tap about to die, Dave. He and then his Queen Wings procced and he ulted.
Exactly. Just literally 1 skill. Anyone throw 1 more skill to him before she used the skill, before she used that ultimate. I think she'll be dead. But no, it's just not in time. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Alice, oh, the double root. Metal might be taken very low. The root, the ultimate comes down. The immortality is being popped. Arvil with the ultimate intervention coming in, saving the mid laner. Is it going to be enough? Not going to happen. Woozy with a flicker. Meanwhile, Claude to the back line. He's looking for Simping number 1. He's not going to find it. He had to jump back. In the back is a 2 versus 3. Look at that shield on Esmeralda. This might be the game. Claude will be taken down. And ladies and gentlemen, Team Simpsons are knocking on the crystal. They're gonna take it down, and that's it. Simpson wins.
Yeah, really dominating team fight there. Miele got picked off once again. He got picked off the last 3 fights. I feel like he's playing he was playing really aggressive for kind of no reason. So definitely the starting link to that, sort of disaster. And then Bonnie
Yeah.
tried solo going in by himself against 3 for some strange reason instead of zoning, instead of trying to kill the Ruby that was clearly on his own backline. Just a really messed up fight there. And yeah, they lost because of it.
Wow. I mean, wow. What an interesting game. So, I mean, definitely you think BB, the early game strategy, they could have done a lot better, right?
I mean, I would say the only reason why that game was that long because there's 2 main reasons. Because BB like really screwed up their draft.
Yeah.
Against that kind of thing. It was really dumb. And second, like, Simpsons just trolled for no reason. They got greedy, I guess. So
Yeah.
it's just it was both teams really at that point.
True. This game could
Should
have
not
ended
have been
like
that
a
long
lot earlier.
Yeah,
so
it could have ended at 8 minutes.
true. Let's quickly come to the analyst desk. I want to show you guys the current standing for both sides. You can see right now that TRS, next match we're going to have is TRS versus Team Simpsons. And right after that, the winner of that team to go against Gosu in the best out of 5 in all-round bang pick fashion. Without further ado, let's quickly get ready, get set up for the next match. We're going to be right back. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn the bell on to all notification bells. And make sure to go to Trovo for the intense event of North America Invitation Show match. We'll see you guys in a minute. What is all-round ban pick? Simply speaking, in the same series of matches, whether best out of 3 or best out of 5, all hero picked by the same team can only be played once by that team. For example, in a scenario of best out of 3 series with Team A and Team B. In Game 1, Team A selected Granger, 1-1, Clint, Mia, and Claude. In Game 2, all heroes that Team A used in Game 1, including Granger, 1-1, Clint, Mia, and Claude, will be automatically banned, meaning they cannot be picked anymore, and Team B doesn't have to ban them again. Team A proceeds to pick Nana, Valier, Lolita, Carmela, Rafaela for Game 2. When we come to Game 3, all heroes team used in previous matches, including Granger, 1-1, Clint, Mia, Claude, Nana, Valier, Lolita, Carmela, Rafaela, will then be automatically banned, and Team B doesn't have to ban them again. Same ban pick rules applies to Team B as well. Why all-round ban pick? In MOBA, where we see a limited depth of laning phase, hero microcontrol, it is very important to design a tournament putting consideration of diversity first. More heroes, meta or non-meta, should have the chance to stage themselves in order to create a more intense and competitive gaming environment. All-around ban pick encourage players to diversify their hero pool, teams to diversify their strategy, and come up with more combos. All-round ban pick also provides viewers the brand new exciting tournament viewing experience. Every game is fresh and every game is a surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the North America Invitation Showmatch brought to you by Trovo.live. If you're watching this stream and you haven't liked, subscribe, and turn that bell on, this is your chance to be a maverick. Join the fan. Most importantly, use the link shown on screen, use the link in the chat to go to Trovo.live. Do not hesitate. This is your time to be awesome. The current standing, we're in the match 2 now, the semifinals of the loser bracket. I'll just show you the current standing real quick. Again, the winner of TRS and SIMP will go to the grand final to face off the crowd's favorite tonight, which is Team Gosu, who is gonna have the opportunity to join the best out of 5 all-around ban pick. We shall find out in this game. The first match has already, the ban pick is already underway. I'm your caster, AssassinDave. With me, the one and only sexy, just a little bit slutty chicken. Chicken, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, Dave, right now. Is Carlos playing for TRS?
Yep.
Isn't he
best player
registered
is playing for TRS.
Isn't he a sub for Gosu?
Yeah, he has given up his opportunity to sub for Gosu and now simping for TRS. Meanwhile,
interesting.
You can take a look at TRS, Team Simp, and TRS ban pick. You know, what do you think about the ban pick so far? Brody first pick. I know how dominant this hero is on the sideline right now, but do you think it's a first pick material?
Yes, it is definitely first pick material, and I'm very surprised that they gave it, because usually it's always a prio ban. Very strange to me.
Why is Brody so strong on the sideline, you think?
He does so much damage as a range in a 1v1 lane without like other assistance. He can completely dominate most sides, because most sides are really like built to be going against ranged heroes. They're supposed to be like brawling out type of stuff. True.
You can see now, Team Sim is going to finish off the first round of ban pick with that Selena. So Selena, Esmeralda, Khalid, already really strong early game presence. Now, all they need to do right now is to make sure, and obviously they have Esmeralda for a late game, but that's a melee range fighter. What you need is someone who can carry the rhythm of the game. Now, what I'm interested to find out is who they're going to pick as a hyper carry choice. Is going to be the assassin? But Benedetta is already taken, so they might be taking Lancelot. Or is going to be someone like Harith, which they actually, they happen to ban out as well. So if you look at all the choices right here, who do you think they're going to most likely be picking as their jungler?
I can see it being a marksman here, not really an assassin. They already have they have a decent front line with their current comp. And Bosch is pretty tanky, so I feel like they do need a marksman to try and kill him.
Yeah. And you can see Halker being banned away. I think that's a really smart ban from Team Rockstar right here. Because you do have Selena, Esmeralda, Khalid, a lot of dive on your backline. They have Brody and Farsa. If those two get dove, they can die in an instant with this composition. And sure enough, they decided to ban that Halker to make sure they don't get more. Because there is type of strategy where you just dive. All 5 of you guys dive at the same time. And it can work out really well if you die properly. And sure enough, SIMP is going to go ahead and take that baby dinosaur out of the ban draft in game 1. And TRS now looking to finish off their last 2 picks right here. A little bit of speculation. Any speculations, Chicken, on what they're going to pick?
I don't know. Alice would be a very good pick if they pick that.
Delivery of fruit.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of good choices right now. Alice can be really good, like you said, going against Esmeralda. You can also take off the Lunox, you know, it's proven to be somewhat successful in this entire series. Lunox is also really good against their comp, because Lunox does a lot of damage on tanks. It's one of those mage tank killers. But TRS, they also need a carry role. Now, Brody obviously can jungle somewhat. I've seen quite a bit of Brody jungle. It has not been the best, most successful, where Brody silent, he just destroy lane, doesn't matter who it is. Yep. It's gonna be Lunox and Alice? I highly doubt that's gonna happen. Wait! It's a lock! So with that being said, we are gonna see a Brody jungle. Alice, Silent, Lunox. Is there something wrong I'm seeing here?
Very weird. I think that was a
okay,
mistake.
so Lunox and Alice, Silent, Farsa mid, and Brody jungle. So that's a lot of magic damage.
Is it? Oh, it's Brody jungle question. I think it's Brody jungle.
Yeah, it's Brody jungle. I mean, who else can jungle on their comp?
I don't know.
Oh, the draft has been finished.
Lance, good pick.
Wow. I mean, I gotta say, Team TRS coming today prepared, ready to surprise all of us. I mean, if this is something they've been planning for, they've been training for, 3 mages on 1 team, Alice, Farsa, and Lunox. I can't believe I'm saying this. They might as well just go 5 mages and go the you know, video mode, content creator mode.
Very interesting.
It is really interesting. It looks like, I mean, it makes sense if you think about it, right? Lunox and Alice, both side lane, they can win against the side laners. The Lunox is not really afraid of either one. Neither is Alice, to be honest. They're both range silence against 2 melee silence. That means they will have an upper hand by default. Whereas, it's just their jungle choice of Brody. If Brody gets stunned, if Brody get engaged on, he doesn't have any escape. Lancelot will just one-shot him. You know, obviously, given that if they're able to pull off the engage properly.
Well, in terms of just early game, late game, I feel like TRS definitely has a really good late game. And SIMP has a really good early game. So it's just like last match, Brother Blood versus Simpsons. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, but see, at the same time, Rockstar's team comp is not really that weak early game. Like, they're fine. They can hold their ground, I think.
Well, definitely.
Boxy,
Brody can definitely hold his ground. So can Farsa, but
yeah,
Lunox is
silence.
definitely not good until she gets level 4
Sure.
or until she gets first item, and that same thing goes for Alice as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So them getting invaded, really their only defense is Brody.
Okay. With that being said, let's quickly come back to Alice desk. Once again, a very unconventional or unpredictable draft, to say the least. You know, took us all, like the casters, all the viewers, by surprise. You know, like I said, we don't expect 3 mages to be picked out in 1 game, especially in the tournament. You know, this game will decide who goes on, who get eliminated, who get called number 3, who get called number 2, or number 1 even.
I forgot to join the spectator spot, and I was wondering why they kept messaging me.
Yep, and then let me go ahead and confirm that both teams are getting ready. You can see that the teams are getting ready in the lobby right now as we're gonna kick off this game really quickly. If you're watching right now, remember today's matches are sponsored and brought to you by Trovo.live. If you're watching and you want to be watching the grand finals featuring your favorite teams in North America, make sure to head to Trovo.live for the link in the chat and the link on screen right away. Support your favorite team and support a platform that is supporting many of us. Very importantly, with the link in the chat and the link on screen. So, let's quickly come back to the draft once again. So, Chicken, looking at the both draft, who do you think has a better chance of winning? Or let's start with TRS. What's their winning condition, you think?
TRS, the winning condition is definitely Brody, but Alice Farsa, and Lunox can all definitely very much contribute to like helping. They have a lot of damage overall. So I feel like Bratz is going to be outscaled very hard and very hard to play against that comp. Same goes for Esme, because Esme, you know, if they can really burst her, she can't do much.
Yeah.
Like late game, I feel like TRS can definitely dominate with how much damage output they have if the Lance can't, you know, assassinate one of them. So it really, for Simpsons, it really just depends on how well Lance can play. And TRS,
absolutely.
them as a team could definitely just overpower Simpsons.
True. I mean, you're absolutely right about the point on Baraz, because Baraz, we talked about, he's really good against fighters. Like he's not weak against any fighters. He actually destroys all fighters in that game. He's only weak when he get kited, because we mentioned many times that this hero is really clumsy. And if you look at TRS comp, their entire comp is ranged except for, with one exception of Boxia, who's a frontline, and you're not the last person you want to ult is that Boxia, to be honest, right, in this match. So, but Alice. Boxer is probably the only person you can ult. I mean, you probably can't ult Alice, because Alice is probably gonna be in that melee range. But even if you ult Alice, he's gonna have the ultimate activated, right? Especially if he got a little bit of farm, he's not gonna. He wants you to do damage to him because you want to lifesteal. You want to take that bait. Meanwhile, for Team Simp, the winning condition, like you said, is really depends on how Lancelot gonna pull off the play. Can he kill Brody in one shot? Can he kill Farsa in one shot? If he is able to do those, then all of a sudden the game will turn around. Obviously late game they have the Esmeralda, who can dive and take a lot of damage, you know, without worrying about dying here. So overall, very interesting game. Let's quickly step into the game right here, as both sides are already ready. On the blue side we'll have Team TRS, Team Rockstar. On the red side we'll have Team Simpin. I'm your caster AssassinDave. With me the one and only Chicken Nuggets. What an evening. We got surprised with a 3 mage composition. We got surprised with how interesting the last matches are with that Ruby play. That,
oh boy.
Boy, oh boy. Now coming to this match, as both sides stepping onto the land of Dawn. Issue who's your favorite team? Issue your loudest voice in the chat right now. Which team do you support? Which team do you think have a better chance of winning? Let us see you, let us hear you. Welcome to the North America Invitation Show match, brought to you by Trovo.live.
Lunox jungle is definitely interesting with the Brody side.
Yep. Oh! It's actually a Lunox jungle. Took us all by surprise. Nobody sees a Lunox jungle, ladies and gentlemen. Brody's still side lane, as I mentioned. I mean, if they dive him, look at Baraz, already have to get away. But Kali, though, staying there from, popping a lot of damage into the box here. Now he will eat the fruit of his own aggression. Simping number 2 coming in, looking for a little bit of damage from the best play. He want to flicker in, but the wrong target. He will get taken down. And best player will secure this red. But what at what cost though? Look at Simpin number 1 already on this blue. He does have the retribution. He will take it. That will take it away from that Lunox, and he will have used the double dash to get away. Boxer coming in. Oh, the flicker root. One more auto attack. One more skill 1. Oh, and he won't be enough. Even the skill 1 missed, but he dashed in with the root. Neither side has a blue buff now. What an aggressive early game. 3-0 trade. To the favor of Team Rockstar.
Honestly, like, Simpson just fucked up. They screwed up really bad. Sorry about language. Like, TRS didn't really do anything special there. The Simpsons just got really overextended a lot. They just played dumb.
Oh my goodness. Pika though, getting rooted up. Taking a lot of damage. He does have the regeneration. Revitalize, they're gonna stay alive. Yes, he will. Now, the man might be in a bad position. The root, once again, will connect. This is gonna be the kill on Pika. He's looking to stay alive as long as he can, and he will fall eventually. But at what cost? Team Rockstar showed up. They pulled up. It's a 1-3 trade. Instant devastation to Team Simpin. Wow. Top lane, as Astronomia does find a little bit of counter kill onto Crane one-on-one. Still, Team Rockstar looks like they're ready. They come in. Look at how they're playing right now. Looks really strong at this point. Remember, $1,000 cash prize on the line. The winner takes all, takes everything, okay? Everybody want to go to the grand finals, but only one person can. Oh, look at the damage coming in. Best player! Demolished! Eliminated! He did not even see that coming. He didn't even pop that ult. Just disappeared from the face of the map. Now Team SIMP will take the opportunity to go to the turtle. Definitely not losing, even though they lost early game invade, but it doesn't stop them from playing aggressive. Now they're gonna take this objective and continue their aggression onto the game.
Yeah, that pick was really good for them to help coming back to get that turtle to make up that gold deficit that they had. They're only about not even 1,000, like 500 gold off now. Oh, well, Brett's
Me on the top side, the dive comes in, Quinn will be taken down to 1v1 trade so far. Farsight with his ultimate. He will find a return kill onto the Selena, killing spree under the TRS mid laner. Top lane, the tier 1 tower is gonna turn into dust. Simpin number 2 on the Lancelot is tirelessly working onto the tower, and he will shred the bottom lane tier 1 tower will go down as well. Brody taking on the kill against Uzi, the baby dinosaur, licking the tongue, not knowing what to do. Quite unfortunate going against Brody the dog. I mean Brody the man. But he's the man's dog. Dog of the man, man of the dog. I don't know. He's just really annoying to go against. His damage is way too high. He has a stun, right? He has a lot of movement speed when he uses that stun. He has a lot of movement speed if you use the Marksman Emblem. Right, he has Fighter Emblem. Oh, Lancelot gonna do some damage here. There are 4 people here. The stun did not connect this time. Best player. Still looking to do a lot of damage with skill 2. He does have the ultimate. And he will connect successfully. Pika looking to get himself away. Best player on the side. Farsight's ultimate is being issued. As Marta finds himself a beautiful flank under the side lane. It's still 1-0 trade to the favor of Team Rockstar at this point. It looks like both sides will break away from that team fight. With Damian laying on the ground. 1-0 to the favor of TRS. Alice getting vision. Oh, the blue buff. What says mid lane? Farsight to get away. Chloe, not gonna happen. Shut down. 2 simping number 2 on the Lancelot. It's 14k to 15k. I mean, it's only 1k difference. How do you feel about this game so far, Chicken?
TRS is really screwing up. I mean, not screw up. The Simpsons are really screwing up this game right now. I mean, they're kind of coming back a bit, but they're still like misplaying about one.
I mean, they're holding their ground. Top lane, death. Oh, that must hurt. That must hurt really bad. And now top lane, best player activated ultimate. Look at Diamond though, staying alive, acting the ultimate, trying to get himself away. Not gonna happen. Farsight. Oh, issue the ultimatum. The airstrike will find the kill number 1. Look at that damage! It's elimination onto Team SIMP. They cannot get away. 0-4 trade. Oh, look at that coming in. Hero lock. He will find a kill in return, but at what cost? He will go down. And Team Rockstar take that team fight. The power of all that damage coming in. I mean, Lunox, Brody, Farsight, with Alice in the front. Look at Jaguar just... Oh, he didn't get the red, unfortunately. That was close, though. One more auto attack, he could have gotten it. Whew! What a fight so far. 0-4 trade. And it turned to a 1-5 trade. Ooh. Do you think Team SIMP still have a chance in this game?
No. TRS really has a good scaling team.
Wow.
So, I don't think Sims have a chance here.
That's a decisive no from Chicken. You heard it from the man himself, and now it looks like Team Rockstar looking for more aggression into the blue buff. Engage from Pika onto the Ruzi here. Ultimate comes in from Farsight. Oh, the ultimate from Damian. Stopping Chloe's ult, but he's isolated, stranded in the front, taking quite a bit of damage. Acting the skill 2, staying alive temporarily. Can he get away? Not gonna happen. Lunox will take the kill. Boxia taking all that damage, soaking up everything he can while keeping himself alive. So 0-1 trade to the favor of Team TRS. They're running over this game. Left and right, front and center, back and forth. I mean, look at that top lane. Alice will get himself away. The flicker comes out with a skill 1. He's able to get himself away. And he's now going to regen back to full HP thanks to the Clock of Destiny. Wow. What an interesting game. What aggressive game. On both sides. Both sides wanted to play really aggressive. Oh, top lane Esmeralda activated the ultimate, I think just to clear a wave. As now coming in. Now, even though that Chicken says Team Simp doesn't really have a good chance of winning, but the game ain't over until it's over, right? You gotta root for Underdogs now. Oh, nice! Oh! This time, a double ultimate from Lancelot. Beautiful follow-up. Is not gonna be enough damage to take down those kills. Bottom tier 2 tower has already fallen. More team fight coming in. Damian got taken down. Even the stun connect. The Pika will stay alive though. He's the tank of the team. That's why they called him the tank. More damage comes in. Not gonna connect. Not gonna be enough. Esmeralda, meanwhile, all at the same time will finish out the kill onto the side. But at what cost? So he will take down godlike to Team Rockstar's marksman. He's popping off. He's rampaging through this game. Meanwhile, Farsa, one more kill in the mid lane. There's a team fight happening all over the place. Back-to-back team fights, back-to-back skirmishes. You don't even know where to look.
Yeah, really just kind of a stomp, honestly.
5,000 gold lead. I mean, we saw that last game when Team Simp taking on BB. With all that 10,000 gold advantage, they hold their ground. Now, can Simp do the same thing, right? Hold the ground for as long as they could, give themselves the best chance of winning. But Rockstar obviously coming in ready. They look really, really good in the North America scene right now. Again, they're taking game away from Gosu, taking game away from a lot of other top NA teams. And they're showing up to show you guys why they're the best against Team Simp. Bottom lane Raw. Oh, Brody might be isolated here against Esmeralda. Ultimate comes in. He doesn't have the Purify. The solo kill from Death, who is dominating his game right now. When Team Simp his back's against the wall, they're looking for the biggest star for the carry, and that person is Death. On the Esmeralda, who is staying alive, staying strong, staying in the front, taking a lot of damage, dealing a lot of damage all at the same time. Double kill goes to Esmeralda. This guy's popping off. He's destroying everything he sees right now. Uzi with a beautiful ult, regenerating himself back to full HP. Actually not gonna happen. The flame shot comes out. He's gonna stay alive. He's just buying time as long as he could, but he will die to the tower shot. Team Simp already moved to the Lord. Again, guys, the game ain't over until it's over. That's exactly what Team Simp is saying right now. Esmeralda putting his team on his back, taking on responsibility. Jumped in with the ultimate onto the Farsa. Stun will not connect. A nice sidestep from this Farsa. But he will still go down, killing spree onto Death. Lord is very, very low. Who will get the Lord? Jaguar into the back. He cannot survive against the dive. He will go down. Meanwhile, into the back. Simply got the Lord. Quick trying to get himself away. Is it going to happen? He has no mana on the Alice. He has a dash. He's trying to buy some time. And it won't happen. But buy some time he shall. He's still going to go down in the end. The flicker comes out. Really, really giving the run for Lancelot's money right here. Lord goes on top lane. This is the turnaround that Team Simp desperately need at this point. They won this game. They won this game bad.
Really good that they managed to like come back from that fight there. They picked off the Brody and Lunox like twice back to back, and Lunox died once again. Just really, they're picking him off with Brody really nice. When the entire game they had a really issue, they had a big issue. That's playing really well to try and zoning, and as I was saying, really making the use of it, the most out of it. Yeah, look at Esmeralda's farm. Daz is sitting at 9,200 gold. He's unkillable right now. Even beating Esmeralda one-on-one, the person that's ability to counter him. The stun connected. Lancelot have to dash away very, very low though. Damian might not have the chance. Double kill onto TRS marksman once again. They put up a successful defense and they hold their line. Wow, what is happening? I mean, Daz is probably talking to the team. You guys gotta cut me a break here. You know, he's working really hard. And look at this guy working tirelessly. Trying to protect this. Oh! That Selena probably didn't even see what happened. As well jumping in, he's running out of mana. Mana's ready. It's depleting really, really soon, really, really fast. Ala still sitting on a full mana jar. Uzi coming out with a super dinosaur. They're gonna clear this wave. They're gonna defend the high ground tower. But what a close call. The Farsa damage coming on the line. Look at Farsa's damage right now. He's sitting at 7 to 11. Taking out the 2 is almost like a supermarket. This guy got everything, you know? Clock of Destiny. Lightning Truncheon. He's gonna do a lot of damage. You gotta be careful with him. Maybe not gonna be enough to kill the Esmeralda,
Because Esmeralda probably pretty much gonna dive onto this Sparsa to make sure he dies first, and then the next target is Brody. Well, this is interesting. Look at the total gold. Team Sim's actually ahead by 1,000 gold right now. Actually 1,500 gold at this point. Top lane. Selena have to get himself away. The ultimate did not connect from Brody here. Nice flicker from Selena to make sure he gets himself away before their opponent look for more damage in the health bar. That's will have to retreat from that skirmish down the mid lane. Lord is coming out in 76 seconds. That's the second Lord. It's an enhanced Lord. The stun? Almost connecting onto Alice. I mean, what do you think, team? Do you think Team Rockstar still have a chance in this game with the mistake that I made?
I mean, it's definitely much more even because they screw up a lot, and Simpsons played really well against that, capitalized on their mistakes. So it could go both ways now. It just really depends on. Wait, wow, they're at a massive gold deficit, 3K gold deficit almost, considering the score is 23-14. That's pretty surprising.
Yeah. Look at this roller coaster, right? It goes to 5,000 gold to Team Simpson, Team Rockstar, and then boom! Now Team Simpson taking the lead, driving the wheel of the car. You can see Esmeralda staying in the front, the stun. He's baiting everybody in, looking to give the Simpson number 2 the opportunity to throw the stun. Once the stun connects, you can bet on the fact that Esmeralda can dive in all the time. Stun once again. Oh, once again catch the Lunox into the back, but they're not gonna dive in with 5 people available to retaliate at any second. That's still staying in the front. Looking to find more damage onto Boxer. Boxer pretty tanky though. Ultimate being issued onto Chloe. He's not able to one-shot this Farsa. Farsa actually with the ultimate trying to find some damage onto the Esmeralda's HP. But all they can is finding the damage onto the shield. This guy's untouched. The ultimate comes in from the Lancelot. The counter damage comes out. Boxer find kill number 1. They've killed his spree to the marksman. It's a 1-2 trade. Best player does go down to the Lunox top lane though. The high ground tower's almost fallen. Crane simply makes it in time to defend the tower. Uzi pop that flicker, try to get himself away. He might not be successful. Indeed, he will fall. Make it a 1-3 trade, and Rockstar once again hold their line and defend their high ground.
Well, Rockstars can get this Lord here. I'm not sure if Lance and Esme will try to like counter it, but who knows? They're giving Esme the blue here, which I think is actually really smart because she needs that mana to try and stay in the fight a lot because she is obviously running out. So that is really good play.
And obviously, Esmeralda is the actual carry of this game. You might think it's Lancelot, but no, it's pretty much Esmeralda. And Lancelot's gonna go ahead and get himself away. And he also actually spended his Queen's Wings just now, so that's definitely not good news for the Lord fight. Oh man,
Esme definitely a star player here right now. Really putting this game on her back with just her zoning and her sustain.
Look at that. Top lane, Boxer looking for the engage. He's already sitting at 50% HP. You might want to take a check on your HP here, Pika. And in fact, let's go ahead and recall back to phase. Everyone want to make sure that they are ready for the next lore fight. Nobody want to jump to a lore fight with this low HP. This lore will determine the direction of this game. It's completely even, like you said. Everyone can decide the game right now. Death is taking quite a bit of damage, but don't worry, he's Esmeralda. She will heal up in no time, thanks to that skill 1 in her passive. Boxer coming in, getting a stun onto Khalid. Not much. Nice sidestep from Jaguar, evading that stun. Meanwhile, all at the same time. Look at the silent.
Yeah,
Esmeralda split pushing, Uzi is split pushing.
Because they have a very team-based comp with how squishy their mages are and the marksman, so they have to stay together.
Yeah, I mean that's the good thing about Simpin's comp. You know, they're able to split pushing and give the pressure to their opponents here. Meanwhile, Lancelot looks like they might already start the Lord. Simpin number 2 and Simper number 1. Double Simp right here. Look at this. Look at this names, man. Double Simp power. Look at Esmeralda staying in the front. He's looking for trouble, actively jumping back in with the ultimate. Jaguar, very low. One more skill 2. It will get the kill. Shut down to the marksman. Monster kill into this Esmeralda. That's once again pop up. He's looking for more. He's jumping in. 1 versus 2, no problem. Uzi coming back in. He wants the ultimate. He might not need it. Best player will be taken down. It's a 1-2 trade so far, only with the cost of Khalid. Pig has nowhere to run. Uzi found an ultimate. Make it triple kill. Alice in the back line, hiding at this bush. He's looking at John Banks, looking to steal the Lord. Can he be successful? Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Uzi continue to put pressure onto the mid lane high ground tower. The real objective is the Lord, ladies and gentlemen. And Team Simp once again look to death for the hyper carry. They will get the Lord, and they took control over this game.
Okay, that's a really dumb move by Bratz there, suiciding for apparently no reason why they're getting Lord.
Ooh, Alice, can you get away? One more kill, one more all attack, straight enough. Well, that is definitely not good news for Team Rockstar. 2 people dead with the Lord coming in. 40 seconds on the timer. I mean, obviously Woozy got taken out, like you said, so there's gonna be a 43. But Esmeralda, man, how are they gonna deal with this Esmeralda?
Honestly, they really can't at this point. I mean, unless Brody's probably gonna go armor penetration here to try and hopefully deal some damage to her. But she's just really tanky.
Top lane, Lore's gonna use that ultimate to get down this tower. Look at the damage. Brody get kill number 1. The first damage to the line. Skill 2 looking for more. The minion trying to get himself away. Not gonna happen. Killing spree to the TRS mid laner. They get the Lord. Once again, they hold their line. A beautiful defense from Team Rockstar. What is going on? Chicken, walk us through this. Like, do you think Team Rockstar still have a chance in this game with how big Esmeralda is right now?
It really depends if they can really dominate a fight. Simpsons could have won this game a lot easier if they didn't like screw up their early invade really hard, because you can see how close it is at this point in time.
Yeah.
Like with that massive deficit they had in the beginning, like they really just choked their early game. If they hadn't, the game could be very much different than what it is right now.
Yeah, look at that. Esmeralda getting engaged on my Boxia, but Esmeralda quickly turned around. He's not even afraid of Esmeralda. This is how strong, how unbalanced this hero is. That's why the Moonhound's banning this hero again. Ooh, the damage from Farces though, quite significant actually. You might not ignore that damage, but obviously Esmeralda being really slippery with that skill 1. It's really hard to catch. Speaking of hard to catch, Jaguar gets stunned up, eaten alive, thrown onto the wall, and he will be taken down. This might not be the good news for Team Rockstar right now. Best player will not survive. It's a 0-2-2 trade, and Pika is staying just to die a second later. It's a 0-2-3. And Team SIMP is running over this game. They have the minion wave down mid lane. They're looking to end the game right here and right now.
Initiate retreat.
They can end right here, honestly.
I mean, they're going for it. Farsa is doing his best, absolute best to clear the wave. The man already pushing him away. Make sure the Farsa's ultimate does not find any more damage onto the minion wave. Uzi with the ultimate. He find the ult, but it's only onto the front line. Crane's gonna stay alive. They got a kill onto the dinosaur. The beautiful Winter Truncheon to keep Farsa alive. They hold the line once again. I mean, this shows you the mechanics. SIMP number 2 coming in. Oh, Chloe does not have the Winter Truncheon this time, and he will fall. Alice already running out of his mana. It's a 1-2 trade once again in the base, but TRS again holding their line strong. With a limited amount of players that they have. I mean, just to show you the mechanics, the individual hero skill level from Team Rockstar right here. That's why they call themselves the Rockstars.
They played that really well, the Alice and the Farsa, in terms of defending that wave. They cleared both waves, and they got 2 picks as well.
I mean, I don't know at this point. 33 seconds for the next Lord. Chloe will come back in time. Best player can't find any damage at this point. I mean, it seems like best player has not been very significant in this team fight. It's mainly Jaguar they gotta protect.
Request backup.
But right now, Esmeralda is diving onto this course. Like, he's 1-shotting, 2-shotting, and he's not really afraid. He's so slippery with that skill 1. He's running around her team, you know, doing circles. Selena might get spotted right here. He's gonna dash away. He's Selena. He's not afraid. Meanwhile, Esmeralda, let's take a look at the frontline skirmish. You can see Esmeralda looking to find more damage. Stack that shield onto Boxia. I can't believe I'm saying this because Boxia has anti-heal. But Death is like, no, I don't care. I'm stacked. I'm too strong right now. Oh, Boxia jumping in with an engage onto Crane, who's taking very, very low. Try to dash away with a skill, with a movement speed boost. He will find escape for now temporarily. Diamond taking a lot of damage. Farsa's ultimate is issuing. The Diamond taking very low. He'll be taken down, and the Crane will be taken out as well. It's 1-1 trade so far. Uzi looking for more damage onto Pika Pika, but it's just a tank, and you have to be careful. SIMP is still looking for more damage on the back line. Once again, Alice has been taken out, but Team SIMP will start the Lord. Look at how low they are. If they start a Lord, this might not be good.
Bratz? He's feeling really aggressive when they clearly don't need to be aggressive, which is kind of confusing to me. Pika might caught up here.
Boxia getting caught out of the position here. He's really strong. Look how tanky this guy is. He's not dying, buying time. He finally falls, but SIMP number 1 will get traded, shut down. onto Team Sim's jungler. This will definitely delay them from taking down this Lord. Meanwhile, all at the same time, bottom high ground tower does fall to Team Sim's favor. That's another tower right there. Oh, Woozy finding the ultimate onto this
Nice
unfortunate best player who
Holy.
will get taken out almost immediately. So, can they end the game without Lancelot, you think? Or they might just be going for the Lord. Yeah, they're going for the Lord. They want to take it safe. They want to take it steady. Every game is 23 minutes. Every game is 25 minutes. This is the current lens of Mobile Legend Bang Bang now. It's so hard to end the game because you can not snowball as hard as before. Jaguar. Look how fast this guy like walks. Look at him. Like a freaking Fari coming in. Farsa looking for the damage for the poke. As beautiful from Daman intercepting the Farsa though. The stun comes in. He will get away though. Jaguar 1 for the 3. Is it gonna pay off? The ultimate comes in. He might be bursted before he can use the ultimate. He gets shut down to Selena, but at what cost? Jaguar the carry. Boxia stole the Lord! Ladies and gentlemen, what is happening in the team fight? Pika showed up. It's a 1-2 trade to the favor of Team Simp. But Rockstar does get the Lord. Without a member, can they kill the Lord in time? Or are we going to see a 30-minute game?
This game is going to go to 30 minutes. They can probably defend that with Farsa Alice.
How do you steal a Lord with Boxia?
Initiate retreat.
His burn probably got it. Lance might not have had retreat at that time.
How do you steal a
burn.
Lord with Boxia?
It does quite a bit of damage late game. Bosch's ult. You know? And his second skill also does max percentage damage. Maybe he last hit it.
True. Still, how do you last hit a Lord with Boxia? I don't understand, man. How do you steal a Lord? I mean, we gotta go back and look at that. Let the record show Boxia stole the Lord from everybody. From 4 people right here. Look how hard it is to kill the Lord right now. They got it.
Initiate retreat.
Jesus. It's meant to be a show match. And a show we should have.
Very,
at this rate,
one of the roller coaster promotions, right, for this kind of thing.
At this rate, I don't really care about how long this game lasts. At this rate, I think my throat is gonna break. You know, they're trying to break my throat right now. Boxia, 2719. Look at how much item he has. Fully built. He's actually going for anti-heal. Look at him. Do you see that? Do you see the item he has? He's building for a necklace right now. Meanwhile, all at the same time, bottom lane stun coming in on the Alice this time. Kryn cannot survive. Once again, the beautiful stun from Simpin number 2 to make sure that one happened.
Can they persist here? I don't know. It's kind of like, really depends how they fight in the enemy base that can define whether they can end the game or not. Because
yeah, they have the windmill waves coming in. Farsa start activating the ultimate. Jaguar once again getting initiated on by death. He's looking to do some damage. He will find a stun. Meanwhile, into the front line, Demian taking very low. Activating the skill to stay alive. Best player jumping into the team fight. Getting ulted by Woozy right here. Thrown onto the wall. Actually stunning 2 people, including Pika. The stun connected. Pika will stay alive though. He's very tanky. Once again, Team TRS hold their line. This is the team that never gives up. Look at what's happening. Death's taking a lot of damage from Farsa.
Dave, I'm gonna be honest. The finals are gonna have to be postponed at this rate.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I mean,
this is almost a 30-minute game, Dave.
it is already 27 minutes. At this rate, we might have to delay the game because it's almost midnight.
It's 9 p.m. The finals are supposed to start now. So.
Yeah.
This
is supposed to be the final, but match number 2, game 1 hasn't yet finished, and we still don't know who's gonna win or who has a definite answer to win this game. This is definitely not looking good at all. One second. We got a little call right here from some developers. We'll tell them.
Developers.
Yeah, some developers tell them that the tournaments are going on. Please stop disturbing. Okay. Top lane, Dinosaur versus the Kryn. No one gonna kill each other. Woo!
Lord resurrecting soon.
What is going on? This is probably the 4th Lord now, right? If I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's the 4th Lord. Alice is cutting lane. He will have sufficient time to come back though, because how strong the Lord is. Look how powerful this here is. I mean, the Lord is at this point. Let me go ahead and zoom out so we can see the team fight a lot better. Astronomia jump in right here, looking for a little bit more trouble right now. And it seems like he will find a lot of damage onto this poor Lancelot, who does have the immortality coming back. He's gonna stay alive. The damage comes online. Jaguar taking very low. He will be taken down. It's 1v1 trade so far. Frost putting a lot of damage on the back line. Uzi got a beautiful onto Kran, who will stay alive for now. Double kill on the Selena. But Dex will stay alive for now. Look at Ghost 2, best player staying in the front. Lunox, the Verver tanky at this point. Shut down this Selena. 2-2 trade. It's a very chaotic team fight. And we're still looking for the way to zoom out the camera. As you can see, it's really difficult. There we go. We finally got it. Pika stay in the front, eating a lot of damage. Finally, best player showed up. Look at the damage onto the tank.
Initiate retreat.
Retreat call has been issued by Team SIMP. I mean, they have so many names. Like, it got me so confused because you look at TRS, look at Akatsuki tags. Wow. Everybody want a final today. Hopefully they end the game as fast as they can so we can have the final. I mean, if you're gonna have a fast game, Damien here. Oh, you have to jump away in time. He won't do that in time, but he'll have to pop that Queen's Wings. Asmara, look at Asmara's position right here. 1 versus 3, can he survive? Jaguar dashing in with a stun. The damage comes online. He does have the ultimate ready. One more down. Shut down. It only took this guy 4 auto attacks to kill the Asmara at this point. They do have the Asmara taking down the biggest threat for the entire Rockstar team. Now they're going to go for the Lord. Look how much damage Jaguar does to the Lord compared to a Lancelot. Top lane though, Farsa trying to stop this dinosaur. It might not be enough. Luna's being taken down. The stun connects on the Pika all at the same time. Oh, nice interception. Making sure this Lancelot goes away. But Jaguar though, trying to get himself away. Is going to be enough. The ultimate will not connect. Actually, he went for another person. This person is going to be the Alice who will pop that Queen's Wings. Farsa, a beautiful save. Making sure his Crane stays alive. And Damian will have to get away. And what a back and forth team fight so far. A 1-3 trade to the favor of Team Rockstar. But they have, once again, cleared that way. So much lane pressure from all sides of the map.
That fight was really back and forth there. That was pretty close both ways. Uzi, Bratz kind of got a little greedy trying to dive the back line and then just got picked off without really accomplishing much. He almost got the Alice, but the Alice used her suppression to stay alive, and then the Farsa kind of zoned for both of them.
What the hell is going on? Are we gonna see an hour-long game?
I think
31
we have
minutes.
to call the finals right now, Dave. That's gonna be postponed.
It is 31 minutes. Players gotta go to sleep, ladies and gentlemen. We might have to do something different. Look at all this. This is definitely not as expected. This is definitely not what we think that was gonna happen. What is happening? I mean, Farsa's doing quite a bit of damage.
100k gold benchmark for Team Simpsons. 100k gold now.
I mean, gold at this point doesn't really mean anything.
Oh
right?
yeah, I know it doesn't mean anything. I'm
Yeah,
just saying it's a joke.
100,000 gold. Have you seen a game where a team get 100,000 gold? The other team is also 100,000 gold. Like, you can say, oh, you know, Team Rockstar, I mean, Team Simp is taking a lot of gold lead, but it doesn't matter. Everybody's fully stacked. Everybody have that 6 items. Oh, look at Death in the back. Oh, the burst damage. 1 ultimate is gonna be enough. Once again, Death's been taken down. The bad news for Team Simp. Jaguar looking to pop off. 1 more auto attack. It's gonna be enough. Indeed it will. Jaguar popping the Queen's Win, stay alive in the last second. Meanwhile, Pika in the front, taking way too much damage from this unkillable Lord. You have to jump away, acting the skill 1. There he goes. Jaguar trying to get the red. This might be really risky right here. Acting the ult, get himself away. Farsa bumping the ultimate, dodging that stun. 32 minutes, yet we have not to seen this Lord being taken down. No one have taken a decisive win. No one can tank the damage. Whoever started the Lord, it seems like they seem to lose that team fight. What do you think?
This is such a stupid mess, Dave. That's what I think. It keeps going both ways, but since you know, TRS, they don't have any high ground turrets, so even if they are able to get picks, they can't really try to do a Lord. they're getting pressured so much. I mean, they are trying right now, but there's two coming from that line now.
Yeah, can they do it fast enough? They still have 2 down. Only 3 people defending this. Dinosaur's coming in. Flicker comes out onto Jaguar. Purify will stop that ultimate. Uzi taking very low. Lord, we got Lord HP though. Uzi will be taking that first. Lunax will find the kill. Alice jumping in. Who'll secure the Lord? It's gonna be the Alice. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Rockstar. They try to end again. They have the Lord. The next wave. The Lord has been spawned. This is the moment they've been fighting for. 33 minutes of never giving up. 33 minutes of keeping on. They got the Lord. Can they take this Lord and turn it into a victory? It's all come down to this push.
Request backup.
The unkillable Lord. Oh, look at Lancelot. He touched the Lord and he's 1 HP left. Same as Damian. You cannot survive this Lord. This Lord is stronger than all 5 people of Rockstar combined. He's trying to walk away, but it's not going to happen. Killing spree to the Rockstar mid laner. And this is it. Lord is charging down to the mid high ground tower. This is the wave they needed. Lord is the full HP. Farstar started the ultimate. Simpson #1 taken very low. Nobody cares about the kills. They're going for the win. And Rockstar wins game 1.
Victory.
What a mess. I don't have anything to say about that match. It was just a mess back and forth, honestly.
34 minutes. Chicken.
Yeah, I know.
This is the longest game in the history of NA Invitation Showmatch. We do not expect this to happen, but it is happening. So let's quickly jump to the next game. Without further ado, let's get this game done. The number 2. Can Rockstar take us to a 2-0 series, or is it going to be a game 3? Ladies and gentlemen, do we have to not sleep tonight? It all comes down to next game. We'll see you guys very soon. In the whether best out of 3 or best out of 5, all hero picked by the same team can only be played once by that team. For example, in a scenario of best out of 3 series with Team A and Team B. In Game 1, Team A selected Granger, 1-1, Clint, Mia, and Claude. In Game 2, all heroes that Team A used in Game 1, including Granger, 1-1, Clint, Mia, and Claude, will be automatically banned, meaning they cannot be picked anymore, and Team B doesn't have to ban them again. Team A proceeds to pick Nana, Valir, Lolita, Carmela, Rafaela for Game 2. When we come to all heroes team used in previous matches, including Granger, 1-1, Clint, Mia, Claude, Nana, Valir, Lolita, Carmela, Rafaela, will then be automatically banned, and Team B doesn't have to ban them again. Same ban pick rules applies to Team B as well. Why all-round ban pick? In MOBA, where we see a limited depth of laning phase, hero microcontrol, it is very important to design a tournament putting consideration of diversity first. More heroes, meta or non-meta, should have the chance to stage themselves in order to create a more intense and competitive gaming environment. All-around ban pick encourage players to diversify their hero pool, teams to diversify their strategy, and come up with more combos. All-round ban pick also provides viewers the brand new exciting tournament viewing experience. Every game is fresh and every game is a surprise. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the North America Invitation Showmatch, brought to you by Trovo.live. If you're watching this stream right here and you want to support the platform, who support all the North American streamers and who support this tournament, make sure to go use the link in the chat and link on screen on the right side to go check out Trovo.live now. The grand final will be streamed on Trovo exclusively, and right now we hope for the game to end in a fast and furious manner. That last game lasted for 34 minutes. That was very, very unexpected for everybody. Nobody expected this game to last for 34 minutes, but it was a really, really good game, and nobody want to give up. Everybody fight to the end. They want to win. They want to go for the grand finals. You'll go against Ghost right here. It's your time to issue your favorite team, but remember to go to Trovo.live because the grand final will be streamed on Trovo exclusively. With that, the second game for the second match ban pick is already underway. Let's quickly jump into the ban pick. What a match, guys. What a match. Now we're coming in. Yep, it seems like we are talking to the teams and everybody want to get a grand final finish. Hopefully, if we can get this game underway, can it happen? Will it happen? Bernadetta being banned away, Selena being banned away from Team SIMP and Team Rockstar. Now it's their chance for the second ban pick. Chicken, welcome back. So, what do you think about this game?
Is the draft finished?
The draft is starting right now. Let me go ahead.
You gotta share your screen. Yeah.
Yeah, the screen. Sorry about that. What's your thoughts over last game? Besides that, it was very long.
A complete mess. It went back and forth because teams were either disconnected or not connected. Yeah, disconnected or just making dumb mistakes.
Yeah,
I can't really nitpick. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I can't really nitpick on anything in particular because it was a cumulative series of mistakes. It wasn't just one thing that happened.
Oh, okay. So walk us through this game. What do you think about this current game right now?
Sorry, I still can't. Oh, sorry, I didn't pull up watch stream. Right,
there you go.
First pick Uranus. That's always good. They early picked Harith. That's kind of a shock, considering Harith was not picked last match, so it was still up in the air for both teams. Kufra is a good pick into just as a good CC tank overall.
I just realized there's some things with the developer side, so let me go ahead and contact developers. So at the same time, can you continue the conversation on the draft?
Sure. All right, so the enemy team just picked Ling, which is always like a good. Ling is a safe pick. I don't feel like Ling doesn't really get countered much by a lot of things because he has so much mobility in his kit and so much like safety, right? So we'll see how the draft goes right now. Interesting Benedetta ban. I'm not sure if it's aimed at Carlos or probably aimed at Carlos in general because Carlos is a really good Benedetta. If you don't know who Carlos is best player, and he's been spamming that stuff since it came out, and he's really good at it. Last game we saw a marksman side with the Brody. I wonder if they will continue doing that marksman side trend, because that definitely would be interesting. Nat is a really good pick into Ling for a counter, but Nat does fall off pretty hard. So let's see how that goes for their favor.
All right, I am back. There are a little bit of technical issues in the game. Unfortunately, my tournament server, there were some technical issues we're solving immediately right now. But regarding both side drafts, I mean, do you think that there's opportunity that Rockstar can end this game end this series in this game, or do you think we might have to go to a game 3?
I think that, I mean, in terms of draft overall right now, I think Simpsons have the better draft. Uranus scales really well, as well as like Farsa does. You know, they're both very dominant heroes. I mean, like all three of those heroes scale pretty well in the mid game to late game area. Like TRS does have like Nat, which is good for Ling early, but Nat does fall off the game pretty hard. And Harith does not have a good early either.
Yeah, and what do you think about Benedetta does counter Ling and Farsa though?
I don't really know if he counters Ling and Farsa. I just know that Carlos is a really good Benedetta. He's just spamming it since it came out, and he plays really well on it. And I think Hoon has demonstrated how good she is in previous matches that we have played as well.
Wow. I mean, Alice being taken out, and you have us being banned out, Selena being banned out. You still have Dinosaur available for TRS? I mean, their silent looks pretty strong. Dinosaur is not afraid of Uranus. Uranus is, you're right, you're absolutely right. This guy skills really well. But right now, we discussed it last time. He's also not a first pick material because it just feels a lot weaker in the early game where you can just easily counter him or dive him. But Dinosaur, on the other hand. Go ahead.
I still wouldn't pick Dinosaur this early, considering you don't know like what other sides they have. Because into a Uranus, it's like even. It's not really dominating, right? And Uranus can still rotate a lot faster than Dinosaur can.
True.
Why referring to it as Dinosaur?
Well, can Uranus beat Dinosaur in lane though? Like, cause if Dinosaur can go clear wave, while pushing Uranus away, then that might be an advantage that he can take advantage of. You know,
if Uranus pressures the Dinosaur before he gets his stacks, he can definitely like zone him really hard. When the Dinosaur is at full stacks, he really can just beat anybody. Like, that's a no question guarantee type of thing.
True.
But you don't know what other side he's going against here because the enemy could still pick a more kite relevant side lane. That could be, bad for Dinosaur.
Now the last two picks from Team Sim. Are we gonna see that Lunox again? Yes, indeed we will, and it's gonna be a high-low pick on top of it. TRS will now finish off their last pick. Who is gonna be? They want Khalid. Is that gonna be a lock? Because if it's a lock, we're gonna finish the ban pick here.
I like that Ruby pick. Ruby pick has a lot of CC in her kit, and looking at their comp right now, they really do need that CC. They really only have like the Farso stun and Hilo stun besides the Ruby, so it really is necessary for that pick there. Good pick.
Okay, and they're still deciding the last pick right now. I mean, look at the total draft. If it would be a Khalid, what do you think about the draft on both sides? Which one do you like better now overall?
I think it's pretty even, Dave. I'm not a person who just likes to choose drafts right off the bat. I like deciding which draft is better in what phase of the game and seeing how the team plays with that draft.
Sure.
Because even with a bad draft,
both sides at this point?
Simpsons, they have not a lot of CC besides the Ruby and Hylos. If the enemy team plays towards the opposite lane for Ruby or Hylos, there really is nothing they can do with, like, the Harith can't be countered. If they play in the opposite lane of the Ruby, the Harith will be able to just dash around unless he gets stunned by the Hylos, but it's going to be kind of hard considering he's a backline mage. With TRS, they have a pretty good early game. I can see them trying to invade, which is why the enemy team picked Hylos to try to counter that invade, because, Nat is really good for invading a lane. They're probably going to have issues trying to invade, or if they do try to pressure against a Hylos, Hylos can really just stop Nat entirely by just checking bushes and stuff. He doesn't have to play scared at all as Hylos.
All right, finally we got the room set up. There was some technical issues. Finally we're getting this taken care of, and we're going back to the game. This is the match, like you said. It can go back and forth, depending on the phase of the game. Whoever play their comp to the best potential will win this game. Is it gonna be TRS or is it gonna be Team SIMP?
TRS does not have much tower defense, and they only have one magic damage source. Realistically, if the Harith does not pop off, they're probably going to lose really hard because, you know, Wrath isn't known for his 1v5. Cleed's a tank. Or Cleed's is a side, but he can't really also 1v5. And, you know, if Nat can't get on the... Nat can only kill Ling and Farsa without... If she can't do anything to either of those, what's she going to do? Essentially.
True. All right. As both sides are getting ready to come in for the next game right here. Whoo! We are seeing some really, really exciting matches today, guys. I mean, we're just getting started. And hopefully we can get this game finished as soon as we possibly can. As soon as we humanly can. Hopefully it's not another 40-minute game. as we saw.
I mean, finals are already delayed. Take as long as they want, honestly.
I mean, like, okay. So I talked to Hoon actually. Can you guys discuss the like the timing and stuff as a team?
About like if we can do it tonight or if you want to do it tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. Can you do it privately with Huno and then come up with a decision? Like,
I don't know. Wait. I'm just asking like if we want to do it tonight.
Yeah. For tonight or tomorrow, because I know like a lot of you guys. The thing about it is this event is also. It was only planned for today, but then because it also streamed exclusively on Trovo, and then the whole plan was to have the stream on other platforms, so we spread awareness and then to spread the good message about Trovo. But obviously, this game has taken longer than we thought, much longer than we thought, and now we're trying to invite all the players here. Okay, let's see. No, not this guy. Where is TRS? Do you have TRS at? I'm trying to invite. I'm gonna get all the players ready, guys, at this moment. Just give me like 1 second. It seems like, oh, one wants to put even TRS last pick. Okay, I see. And we have some like ban pick issues. It turned out that 1-1 is gonna be the last pick for TRS instead of the Khalid. What do you think about that pick?
That does make sense because I forgot Jaguar likes to play marksman's side. I forgot about that Jaguar's on that team. He usually always plays marksman's side. And that actually does add a lot more damage to their comp considering they were lacking damage with that Harith. But at the same time, it makes them really weak early game because Khalid does provide a lot of early game pressure. By taking that out and replacing it with a Lanwan, you know, they can be invaded pretty easily.
Okay.
It's a lot of single target damage.
Yeah,
no
a lot of
AoE
single target damage. And obviously, like we talked about, just for the viewers' benefits, this Khalid is a 1-1 pick. And meanwhile, we're still in a backstage working really hard on trying to see if we can get this grand final tonight. You know, again, this grand final, no matter when it happens, it will happen exclusively on Trovo. So if you're watching the stream, you haven't followed the Trovo.live yet, this is your time to use the link in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, to go to Trovo.live to support the platform that is supporting all the North American streamers, supporting everybody here, all your favorite streamers, including a lot of Ghost members, a lot of people who are not in Gosu, including Pika, for example. They're all on Trovo.live, so make sure to go to Trovo and support the platform over there because the grand finals will be streamed exclusively in the link in the chat on Trovo. Oh my goodness, what an evening for us, huh? What evening for us. I mean, nobody expected this to happen this way. We obviously did not see this happening at all. I did not see this coming at all, actually. I thought we were gonna have like a pretty chill night until the grand finals. I thought I can keep my throat alive until the grand finals, but I was wrong. I was totally wrong, unfortunately. It didn't happen that way. And then now TRS, they're looking to swap out some members. Get your team ready quickly. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and take a 1-minute break with some technical issues. We'll be right back. Give us just a minute. Right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game. Once again, we're back. Finally, the game is underway correctly right here. We had a little bit of issues starting off, but it seems like all teams are ready, all players are ready. A little bit of swap, a little bit of roster changes from Team TRS. Pika does have a little bit family issues I have to go take care of real quick. So TRS, Pika, Rockstar Pika has been replaced now by goes to Zeltra, another very strong tank player in the North America scene. Very interesting matches coming in right now. Can we see a dominating 2-0 performance from Team Rockstar, or is Team SIMP gonna take it to the game 3? I think the both side conclusion is if this game goes to a game 3, we might have to do the grand finals tomorrow. So again, make sure to check out the Trovo.live link and follow the link and have your notification bell turn on. Tomorrow we'll make a community announcement as well to tell you guys the exact time when a grand final is going to happen. But this matches cannot be more interesting, intense. Like we said, this is all-round ban pick format, a format that you probably never seen anywhere else besides in the North America region. And this is the North American Invitation Showmatch brought to you by Trovo.live. So go to Trovo and let's quickly jump into the game. I'm still with my cast partner, our lovely Chicken. Chicken, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, Dave. I'm talking about the whole playing tomorrow or not right now to my team.
Is picking.
Are you? But is tonight's game pretty fun for you though?
You mean casting?
Yeah, casting.
I think it is pretty entertaining. I'm kind of like getting a little tired right now though, because you know it's been like 2 hours straight of this. I don't know how you do it for so long. Especially with like you're talking more than I am.
You're talking to the world-renowned gaming superstar, Assassin
Natalia.
Dave. Assassin. Dave.
All right.
I'm invincible. No, my throat hurts actually. Okay.
Yeah, I know. You said that earlier.
Coming back to this game, TRS with the 1-1 pick. What do you think about the 1-1 pick actually?
It could be a good late game for sure. Just early game, very rough right now. Of course, 1-1 can kind of be food for Ling. Even if it goes late game, there's still Farsa Ling who can pretty much like kind of demolish her. She could go win to nature, sure, but that still isn't gonna stop Farsa.
Yeah. It's not gonna stop Farsa, but it's gonna work towards Ling. And most importantly, I think 1-1 is a pretty good pick. It's a pretty good pick against Uranus and Hylos. I think that's the reason why to take it, because they see opportunities for them to take free ults on 1-1. It's also decently good against Ruby, because they're all fighters. Every time they're fighters who doesn't have a lot of mobility, 1-1 is only having trouble against heroes like Chao. Even Chao he's not really afraid of early game, because Chao doesn't do enough damage to one-shot him. There was a late game, even she can't purify Chao's ult, but then the damage will be enough to one-shot her. So like 1-1 early game, I think they're counting on the ult scaling and also the ability to proc ultimate pretty easily against the Uranus.
I mean, it is 1-1 versus a Uranus, and Uranus can kind of actually poke 1-1 pretty well with his dash and his first skill. It's like one of the heroes that actually do well against ranged heroes.
Meanwhile, Chloe finding the first blood onto the Hylos. Zeltra coming in. Make sure to zone everybody away. Ling looking to kill Zeltra right now. He is sitting very low. 1-1 making himself into the team fight, pushing the SIMP away. Natalia is able to escape just in time as well. First blood goes to Team Rockstar.
Pretty bad miscommunication there with that Uranus. Uranus went around the turtle circle to that little circle there to try to go for the Nat, but the Kufa was walking right behind him for no reason. And he didn't try to turn around and try to go on her. He just kept walking.
They're going for different targets. They didn't communicate well. Meanwhile, top lane, Uranus tried to cut away from 1-1. It's a little bit difficult, like we said. 1-1 is actually one of the best picks against Uranus, because the fact that Uranus is so linear. Look at that, easy ultimate, easy passive proc. Even though 1-1 early game doesn't really do any damage, but this ultimate will definitely allow 1-1 to probably, easily bridge onto a Ling or a Farsa, for example. Then it might be pretty significant. However, Uranus is gonna just beast through that damage and clear that wave, so he can gain a rotation right, the priority over the opponents. Meanwhile, top lane, look at Harith actually rotate to the top side. What do you think about this overall rotation from each side right now?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
What do you think about the rotation strategy? The 4 on the bottom, 1 in mid, 1-4 from Team SIMP. Meanwhile, 2-3 from Team Rockstar.
Well, they are playing against the Nat, Dave, so they can't split as hard with their team comp because it's a Nat. You can try to pick them off.
Nat actually got picked off right here in mid lane by Ling. Meanwhile, Renus does make his way to the top lane, defend the high ground, defend the tier 1 tower. Mid lane might be under siege, but it seems like Ling's gonna go back to his own blue buff, which is coming up in the next few seconds. Farsa gonna take the flight to go to the top lane. Ling and making a flight to the top lane as well. Harith popping it. Oh, there's a 2 versus 3 top lane. One does get an ultimate off, but it might not be enough damage. They're looking for one more bomb. Is it a connect? Yes, it will. And Farsa will find an anchor to kill Kufra in the backline though. They gotta kill Chloe, gotta kill Uranus. He does get stunned up, looking to get himself away. Can he do enough? Kufra, beautiful ultimate, pushing the Damien away. And they're keeping that Chloe alive. Meanwhile on the bottom side, like we talk about, Kren the dinosaur, he's not really afraid of any fighters. He is only afraid of a lot of kites, a lot of people with all the abilities. Ruby is not one of them.
Really well played by Kufra there, ulting them both away from the Nat and flickering out as well, saving himself. Really well played, saving both there. Nobody died in that part.
Yeah,
there.
This is why he's called one of the best tank players in North America, if not in the world. Unfortunately, Zeltra does not like to talk to us on camera that much. We like to hear more from Zeltra, you know?
I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick, Dave.
Yeah, we heard this guy have a sexy voice. Meanwhile, the engage coming in onto this Hylos right here. Damians, they're already sitting at a 50% HP. Farsa's ultimate coming down. Look at Chloe to the backline. Silence the Simp in. He got a lot of damage. Damian, stay alive despite all the damage coming in. Quinn with the ultimate into the backline. Got it, getting the Ruby. Very, very low. Not low enough. It's a turnaround. And Team Rockstar, they will lose this team fight to Team Simpin. And now Lean's gonna work towards the turtle. Look at Chloe though on the side. Oh, he wanted the Ruby to execute, did not connect. He doesn't have the ultimate. And Farsa will use the ult to zone this Natalia away. Ling will take that gold crab on the bottom side. Natalia is still looking for this Ling right now. He might be a little bit... Oh, actually, the silence coming in. Chloe want to make sure Ling get a little bit scared off. Meanwhile, Harris once again ganking top lane. The 2-3 rotation. You do have Harris always sitting on top lane. Continue putting the pressure for Harris. Taking the tier 1, for 1-1. Make sure 1-1 get as much farm as possible. You can see, take a look at total gold. Despite that team fight victory for Team Simpin, Team TRS sitting at a gold advantage right now, especially with 1-1, 2,900 gold. Already finished Corrosion Sight. That's only 5 minutes into the game. He is a monster right now.
Alright, I'm back, Dave.
Natalia, look at Natalia. Position, looking for the blue buff. Fire's already starting to bump. Oh, Simpin number 2 might not survive the tower dive. Best player taking way too much tower shots though. He tried to get himself away. Look at 1-1 making himself into a team fight. It might be successful. Haddle's being taken down. 1-1 was beautiful. Oh, just Simpin number 1. One more dagger. It won't be enough. That's another kill. And now Uranus trying to get away. 1 versus 4 is not going to do much. And he will fall. Team Rockstar take that team fight decisively.
Kind of disconnected there as a team. They went in 1 by 1 afterwards, and they just died. Like the Ling tried to walk up by himself after Juan already got ult off, and kind of suicided. Then the Uranus went in by himself as well into the 1v4 and suicided as well. Very kind of dumb mistakes.
Yeah. Look at Quinn turning to a baby dinosaur. He realized he's not as big as before, right? He needed some time to grow. He needed some time to blow, and he's gonna go away. You know, very, very smart move over there. So 4,000 gold advantage to Team Rockstar right now. Natalia counters Ling, Natalia counters Farsa. He's able to find the flank under the back line. Very, really good play. Zeltra. Zeltra is being Zeltra, you know? You don't expect anything less from this guy. Harris already starting the turtle. 104. Look at that total farm from Ling. Ling is 4,000 gold. Meanwhile, Harris is 4,500 and 1-1's 4,300. They got 4,000 gold. And look at their opponent. Look at Team Rockstar. They got 3.
Pretty massive gold deficit for this soon in the game. About almost a little over 3,000. Almost 4,000. 4,000 now. Around 6 minutes in the game. Pretty significant this really early in the game. But they do have really good tower defense with Farsa. You know, any team with Farsa can always push Lord back, whatever it's first Lord.
Yeah. Look, Kufa looking for the engage and Damien. Only finding one person into that bush right here. Zaltra like to engage into possible potential bushes that might have opponents. And he's always successful with it. This time he only found one. The flicker all comes in. Diamond with the ultimate case survive. Not gonna happen. I'm sorry for you, my guy, but this one's gigantic. Speaking of that, Ling trying to get himself away. Not gonna give the opportunity for one the O right here. Kufa's kind of sitting at 50% HP. He's not getting away though. Dinosaur into the back line. Chloe's very, very low. He will be taken out on the far side, but a beautiful ult from this dinosaur. Connecting under two people, getting into the tower. He's able to walk away. He's very, very tanky. Harris jumping in with the ultimate. They're playing under the high ground tower right now. And a little bit BM from best player. But what a dive from Team Rockstar. Team Rockstar actually have 2 Ghost members. Best player as well as Ultra. What is going on right now? You know, is this considered like a really, really strong external support?
I mean, it's a tournament, Dave. You know, teammates get traded a lot of times for just tournament areas, and they get benched, so they can play for other teams. I mean, I guess it's normal to like play for other teams if you are benched. I don't think that like they do that in MPL or stuff like that.
Well, in competitive teams, you have to buy the players. You can't just like.
Yeah, you have to buy the players.
Yeah,
you trade the players off.
And you can't buy players during the season. You have to trade players like when the off season happens. Speaking of that, Kufra, beautiful, getting Boozy all the way back to Harris. Ultimate formation, he will take that kill number 1. Bottom tier tower has fallen, signaling the last remaining tower on the top side. 1-1 is pushing tirelessly. No one is stopping this person. Look at how fast, how gaily she jumps, right? She's not afraid of anything. She's going forward. This one is fully decked out with items. Look at her. Demon Hunter Sword. She's going for the... Oh, Ling jumping in. Might die right away. They secure the high ground tower, but look at this 1-1, 6,500 gold. Almost at Wind of Nature. Once that has been finished, this game is over. Bottom high ground tower is already going down. This is only 9 minutes into the game. You're looking for a short game, and this is exactly what Rockstar is delivering.
Launch attack.
Showing the definition of a domination tonight. Kuba jumping in, but might have to pop that flicker just to get himself away. Meanwhile, Harris in the front though might take way too much crowd control. Able to get away! The Thailand find the kill into the Ling! They all survive somehow! What is happening? It's a 1-2-0 trade to the favor of Rockstar. They're taking this game to another level, ladies and gentlemen.
Initiate retreat.
Wow.
Close to the Harris there, but he got a shield, he dashed out. The Ling kind of overcommitted trying to get on the Harris, even though the CC chain already stopped. But I guess they got greedy for it.
I thought best player died. I mean, I thought the tower shot connected, even though he had a shield, but I thought it was gonna do a lot more damage than it actually did. Chloe though, oh, look at those positioning, look at those wiggle. The ultimate comes from Krendo. Ling, if you're rocking hard place, he will be eliminated, evaporated, disintegrated. Team Rockstar's rampaging through their opponent in Game 2. They do not want to take this game to Game 3. They're calling for the grand final tonight, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching the stream, this is your time to go to Trovo.live. The grand final will be streamed on Trovo exclusively, as we talked about. Create a beautiful all onto the Ruby, who has not found much success this game, has not found much luck this game. Bottom lane, the Lord is diving in, charging in, and marching forward. This might be the game. This might be the ending. This might be the push. Goes to best player coming up forward. Damien staying in the front. Zaltra looking for the initiation, getting everybody low. Use a little bit of regeneration from the passive. Looking tight in the front, looking for a lot of poke right now. Ling's charging in. He will have to dash away. Top lane high ground tower is fallen. Mid lane high ground tower is already fallen as well. The minion wave's in. There's no way for this Uranus to survive. Death is going down just like his name. The Lord is still hitting on the crystal. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the grand final.
Victory!
Team Rockstar rocking the stage of the Game 2 versus their opponent, taking down the team that played against for 40 minutes. They got it done. Wow, Chicken, what do you think about that game?
They kind of stomped TRS, really zoned them off really hard from early game to late game. Nat played really well with zoning and killing the Ling. It was a good team effort, I mean, the Simpsons really disconnected. There are early picks they could have gotten in the beginning, Death not getting the Kufra and kind of chasing the Nat for no reason, or and the Ruby got solo killed by the Brats. And that, you know, getting solo killed by your lane opponent is really bad in terms of pressure. And then Brass kind of rotated and just ate people for picks all the time. So it's just, you know, a few mistakes and then just it kept more and more.
Yes, sir. And it seems like we are having what an evening, guys. What a back and forth like montage between each side. This is not what we expected, like we said. We have gone live for over 4 hours at this point. It's only getting more and more intense. It does seem like the grand final. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? What is your heart telling you to do? Everybody have to go to sleep, you know? It is 11 o'clock p.m. in North America. We're still going with this tournament. It seems like Zero have classes tomorrow, and Zero is like all the Gosu members. Their game was supposed to start an hour ago.
Yeah, an hour ago.
Their matches was scheduled for an hour. You know, an hour ago. Now we're coming to this game. It was. Is it too much to ask from our players, guys? If you're a Gosu fan, do you support like giving our lovely members? And even though Team Rockstar, they played a hard-fought battle tonight, guys. I mean, I know we have scheduled everything for tonight, but it's a little bit too hard for all the members right now, including SIMP, including Gosu, including Team Rockstar. I think it might be, we might have to restart tomorrow with the grand final. The best out of 5. The best out of 5 tomorrow. Let the people go to sleep so they can go to classes tomorrow. Big shout out to Chicken. If you haven't followed him on Trovo, make sure to go ahead and follow him. Chicken, what's your Trovo tech ID?
Trovo link. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what's your Trovo ID? What do people search on Trovo to find you?
I'll type it in chat.
Yeah, just go ahead and type it in chat. You can see Chicken in the chat right now. Name. He's the streamer. Make sure to go ahead and follow Chicken as well. And go, yeah, there you go. Forever goes to. I think that's not Chicken, yeah. But anyways, Chicken's in the chat, guys. On Trovo, you guys have came. You guys been a fantastic audience tonight. The grand final will be tomorrow on Trovo exclusively. We appreciate every single one of your presence tonight. You guys we cannot ask for more fantastic audience. We cannot ask for more generous audience. Remember, tomorrow, I think with a schedule, we're gonna find out the detailed schedule. It's probably gonna be around 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 hours before this time tomorrow. I will try to confirm with both teams, but we're gonna finish this match strong. We're gonna finish the tournament the way it meant to be. With that,
all right.
Team Rockstar won. Big shout out to all the members. Big shout out to my co-caster Chicken. Big shout out to all the teams. Big shout out to all of you guys for staying awesome, for staying cool, for staying understanding. Team Rockstar will take on the. And we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a wonderful, 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 wonderful sleep. Wonderful day. Depends on wherever you are in the rest of the world. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you guys tomorrow.